actions. That's what makes you who you are. Why did you say that name?
I was going to tear up, but that killed it.
I know. Even in the edit, I'm like, wow, this really kills any kind of emotion. James Gunn. Oh no, sorry. We'll talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our spoiler-filled. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm going to say it a few times. Spoiler-filled. It's in the title of the video, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to talk about Superman. We've all seen it. Our other Culture Shocked podcast co-host will be joining us very shortly. He's late per usual. But we've all seen Superman over the past weekend, the new face of the new DC universe. We have some thoughts. We wanted to get together and farm content for my channel and for Culture Shock. So
right.
we're doing a live stream / podcast episode.
We are horse.
we're horse for content farming. But yes, so we can get right into this. We have some important stuff to talk about here today.
Quit messing around.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
There's that noise Steve was talking about. Steve, what does he sound like when Crypto runs over? He did it off screen, guys.
Yeah, about that.
He sounds a little bit like Tobey Maguire getting fucking rocked by Green Goblin.
Oh, God.
I still stand by that acting decision. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. But yes, gentlemen. So, new take on the character. Let me preface this episode or stream, whatever you're listening on. Let me preface this by just saying this is tricky, right? Like anybody who puts out any thoughts on this movie, it's gonna be tricky to talk about because you have Snyder bots like Steve here. Who just
I'm actually not, trust me.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. He's being ironical. But you have Snyder bots who love those movies, like they can't say anything wrong about them, and any other version of Superman is just not Superman. Yeah. I think all of us here even like Man of Steel.
I do. I actually like quite a bit.
Yeah. We did an episode on it last one.
Yeah, we just did an episode on it. We watched it and I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. What up, Drew?
It's just different.
It's a different take on the character.
That's my biggest gripe with the Snyder bots is they're talking about how this is changing Superman, but no. Snyder changed Superman.
Yeah.
He was the one who changed him.
There we go. The view with Drew says
a big fan.
Man of Steel's underrated.
Which is fine. I get it. I usually like darker, more like grounded like stories and like, stuff like that. So it's like it's kind of just in a way meant for me because I'm not like a huge Superman fan, even though I'm wearing a shirt, being a poser and stuff.
You mean something more like Man of Steel is like up your alley, like that.
Yeah, it is. So I'm not surprised that I like it as much as I do.
Yeah,
see, I have these weird like rules in my own head because I love the bright, colorful, happy Marvel movies that everybody seems to hate. But when it comes to DC stuff, I want it to be darker and grittier. I don't know what the difference is to me, but for some reason in the DC universe, I always want my stuff to be darker.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think a lot of comic runs are usually like that in the DC.
Yeah.
That's probably why. But me, it's like if the character is portrayed as that way, it doesn't matter Marvel or DC. Like I want my Punisher shit to be violent and just nasty, man. And then same with Daredevil. I want that more grounded, darker tone. Where obviously Superman. I'm digging what we got with the new one.
The View with Drew says, I love how Man of Steel reimagined Superman for new generation as a man trying to find his place in the world. Yeah.
See, and I'm sure we'll get into it, but I like the way the new Superman did it, and he still seemed just hopeful about everything.
Yeah.
So.
Right. There's a way to do that story and make it feel more like a traditional Superman story. Not that like I said, all four of us, and Mike's here now. Mike has just joined us for podcast listeners. Mike is here now. Mike even is also likes Man of Steel. I
do.
Me, Corey, and Mike did a double feature of that and Batman v Superman. But yeah, all four of us here like Man of Steel. We're not saying.
I will say my opinion of it has lessened a little since I've seen the new Superman movie.
Hell yeah. So this is obviously, this kind of feels in a lot of ways back to what Superman represents, right?
Like I'm Orion today, by the way.
Wait, Orion? Oh, you're eating?
He's eating on camera.
Oh, and Mike, I discussed this before, but this is going to be a podcast rip too, so let's just try to make sure we don't talk over each other too much. You know, like we do every week.
I'll do my best.
The biggest offender of that mic.
Anyway,
excuse me?
Superman 3.
Phil, I have to ask you the important question. Superman 3 or Superman 4?
A Quest for Peace.
Quest for Peace, yeah. Which
like
one do you prefer?
They say the movie title in the movie. Superman 4, Quest for Peace.
He said the thing. So yeah, you have James Gunn taking the reins here, obviously coming off Guardians of the Galaxy, coming off the Suicide Squad. Dude has plenty of experience in this realm. I don't know if Superman Corey is as good as Dwight Schrute beating people with a wrench and Super that James Gunn also worked on. But, you know, this is a close second. So James Gunn has a ton of experience in this realm. We're all pretty big fans of the Guardians movies. The Suicide Squad kicked ass.
Yes.
The Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Not David Ayers. Suicide Squad.
Fuck that movie.
Release the Ayers cut. Release the Ayers cut, bro. So good, bro.
And that's the thing about movies nowadays. Not everything needs a cut. Sometimes it's just a bad movie. Sometimes a cut won't save it.
We got lucky once.
Yeah, we got lucky once with the Justice League.
And even then, I think the Snyder cut Justice League
the Snyder cut turned.
It went from shit to okay.
Yeah, it turned like a 4 out of 10. It didn't like a 6 out of 10.
That's the thing is if the Snyder cut had fully fixed it and made it a revelation, I'd say maybe we should move forward and do some more director's cuts, but it didn't fix it. It just made it a little better.
Well, according to some people, it did. It's the
best
movie there is.
Snyder boys are heavy.
My little DC fanboy love definitely appreciated a lot of what the Snyder cut did. But, I mean, you heard me say it. It only changed it to a 6 out of 10. It's not like a phenomenal movie. It's enjoyable. I could watch it again. I know it's 4 hours long, but I'd watch it again many times. But I
don't know that I'll ever fully watch that movie again.
I appreciated a lot of the back shit we got with the Flash because obviously he's one of my favorite characters. That's the back stuff we got with Cyborg was extremely important, so I don't know why that got cut. Like it's just a lot of stuff they left out that made more sense to the movie when it was put back in. And Warner Brothers really fucked the pooch and kind of fucked Snyder up with that.
Looking back on it now, I get why Mike is glazing it because they did give Flash a lot more screen time.
They did.
I get it now. If I didn't think about that.
Yeah, too bad he's stalked anyway.
And you know what? What we got in the Snyder cut of the Flash was way better than what we got in the his solo movie.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think Jason Momoa as Aquaman is just not a good choice as well.
He's too badass.
I like Aquaman.
But
I like Aquaman too. I just don't like his version.
No, I mean his version.
Oh no, I'm good.
He said, "Oh no, I'm good."
Everyone keeps wanting that dude who plays oh Jesus, Reacher. They want him to play fucking Batman. I want him to play Aquaman.
Well, he already did play Aquaman.
I know he did.
He did in Smallville.
Yeah, I want him to play him again. I think he could.
He's excellent. I mean, he was really good. I liked him as Aquaman in Smallville.
He was a lot smaller when he was Aquaman in Smallville.
It's fine.
He'd be a big hulking one.
Yeah, it's fine. Aquaman's pretty ripped, dude.
I think. What's his name? Andy Richardson or Anthony? What's his name?
That's a quarterback. Indianapolis Colts.
Alan Richards.
Richardson. I think
maybe it is Richardson, but it's Alan.
I think
Richardson or some shit.
Guys, we're doing great talking over each other.
I think if you had like the Flashpoint storyline where he goes back and Aquaman and Wonder Woman are kind of bad now, I think he would fit in that role of Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
But just normal everyday Aquaman, I don't think he would fit anymore. I'd love it, but I don't think it would work.
Do you know how badly I want that to be put into live action?
They tried with Flash.
They tried. It's easily my favorite comic book arc. It's so damn good.
Oh, it's pretty far down my list of favorite arcs, but
Mike,
it's good.
Mike, who's a bigger hater, Lex Luthor in this movie or Reverse Flash?
Ooh, Reverse Flash.
Depends on the depiction.
That's the thing with comics. There's so many different versions.
Yeah,
Reverse Flash.
And again, like in my ignorance, I always said it's a pretty common thing, I think, for people that aren't Superman fans who don't read all of the different takes on the character. I say the common thing for people who have just seen the movie is Superman's boring, right? He's too overpowered for me. Like a lot of times he's portrayed as like the perfect human or the perfect being, I guess.
Yeah.
He's not a man, he's an it. But he's portrayed as like the perfect being, just like stoic, and the George Reeves is the best Superman. Oh yeah. Wait.
Stoic is How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. But yeah, you had the Zack Snyder stuff, the more grounded take on it, more kind of hyper violent stuff, Superman out there snapping necks, but overall we do like Henry Cavill in the role a lot. What happened with that Superman in that universe was due to bad writing, bad planning. Wasn't Henry Cavill's fault. Not at all. Yeah, like always, that dude gets dicked around in Hollywood.
People can be pissed all they want about Henry Cavill. Like, it's not James Gunn's fault that Henry Cavill lost his job.
No, right. Warner
Brothers fucked up by telling him, hey, we want you back as Superman. So he dropped all his shit that he was going to do because he loved playing Superman, only for them to suddenly, by the way, we're hiring this new guy that's going to be in charge. And I don't blame James Gunn one bit for wanting to start completely over.
It's not his fault. He wanted to restart the DC universe. It was not. Now, if he brings in, like, he was talking about bringing in Jason Momoa still to be Aquaman, that would be fucked up. If he does that, then it's a dick move.
Lobo. Yeah. What if he brought in Robert Downey Jr.?
Lobo's perfect. He's wanted to be Lobo.
I'm pretty sure Jason Momoa has signed on to be Lobo, right?
Well, but that doesn't mean things change. I'm just saying. I hope it. Once he's on screen, I'll be happy he's Lobo.
Yeah, you know what? View with Drew, he says, for podcast listeners, I don't get why people complained about Superman killing Zod in Man of Steel, but he killed in Superman 2. I agree there. That is a contradiction in the fan base. And I don't even really have a problem with him killing Zod in the first place in Man of Steel. So
I could have moved.
I personally think he contributed in a lot of people dying in Metropolis that day. People like to say that it's all Zod. Every time you see somebody that could have died, it's because Zod threw him through a building. But I've watched that movie multiple times. Superman causes a couple of those buildings going down.
Also,
it's not all Zod.
He throws a truck at him and he just moves and lets it hit a building.
He doesn't know if that hits him, but he doesn't have a spider sense.
That right there is a big difference between this and the new Superman.
New one.
If you see, you see David Cornsweet's Superman go behind that Kaiju monster. Is that what we're calling it? The Kaiju monster?
Yeah, Kaiju.
The axolotl.
Yeah. He goes behind it because it's about to go through that building, and he fucking makes sure it doesn't. He didn't have to do that. In fact, he was pissed that the Justice Gang will fucking crack me up the entire time they kept saying that.
Listen, this motherfucker saves a squirrel. Okay, that's how much he cares.
I know. But he was pissed that the Justice Gang killed this thing. Like, he's so mad. Like, why did you? I wanted to study it. At least, like, we could have put it down a little bit more humane. Yeah.
And you can see Mr. Terrific. He's like rolling his eyes as Superman saying that. He's like, this guy's so fucking nice. It's making me sick.
You can tell Mr. Terrific half loves Superman and half hates him.
Yeah. By the way,
I don't want to talk about him yet.
Yeah. No, by the way, though, that's a big thing. Like, this was obviously a plot point I was really worried about in the movie. These were characters I was worried about because I think it was like, a very good chance it feels overstuffed, overbloated, too many directions at the same time. I do like their inclusion in this movie in the sense that I think it really contrasts what just a good-natured person Clark Kent is doing this for, like, out of the goodness of his heart, where for them it's a job. Everything's a job.
It also, go ahead.
No, good.
It also, like, they had the reason that they were even in it to begin with is because James Gunn didn't want to start this at the beginning of Superman. He wanted him to already be Superman. He wanted metahumans to already exist, everybody to know about them. So you had to have some other kind of group. It couldn't have just been Superman for the last few years. There had to be more for metahumans to be a problem.
Yeah.
So it made sense why there's a group. Plus, there's at one point when they're in the hall. By the way, a fun fact.
Yeah.
The Hall of Justice, where it was, is in Cleveland, Ohio. It's what the original Hall of Justice was based off of. They actually got to film in the building that the original Hall of Justice was based off of.
Oh, that's dope.
Which is fucking awesome because the guy who created that building in the comics is from Cleveland. So they got to actually use the real building. But in that building, when they're in there, there's a mural across the top of the wall with all the old Golden Age Justice. Well, they're not called Justice League, I don't think, because they don't have that name yet. But the Golden Age.
The Golden Age was called the Justice Society.
Well, that's what they were called in the comics. They didn't say it in this yet.
Yeah. I love it. The Justice Gang bit was actually pretty funny. At first, when I heard Justice Gang, I'm like, what the fuck? It's a terrible name.
It was also to have JG on their clothes. So James Gunn.
Yeah.
So he came up with a name so his initials could be.
Oh, I see. That's a cool name. You're in.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Element Man.
Another fun thing with the murals in the background is like when Superman, what is it? I always want to say the Baravian hammer. When the Baravian hammer throws him down into the ground, like the montage or the collage in the background in the art center is birds and planes. And then he comes flying into the ground.
Yeah, I love it.
And then Superman.
There's a bird, there's a plane. Oh my God, that's Superman.
So yeah, this movie opens up pretty bold. It was a trailer moment, a big talking point in the trailer moment. A lot of people didn't like it. And this movie opened this way. I can't remember. Did any of us predict this back in the day, talking about the trailer, that it would open?
I believe we all said this is probably the first 15 minutes of the movie.
I think we did.
Yeah, because it sounded familiar. I remember at least a few of us saying, like, what if it opens with that? So this movie. I
was actually hoping it did. So
this movie goes
Star Wars.
It goes a little Star Wars direction. Kind of throws you in the middle of the action. True to Star Wars: A New Hope, it literally throws you in the middle of it without you knowing what the fuck is happening. And one thing before we get into this text real quick, that's another thing I love about the introduction of this movie is the thing you keep hearing on the internet is this is like a living comic book, right? This feels like a super comic booky movie. And in that sense, I really think this movie opens in a way where you would just pick up like a random issue of a comic. Yeah, you don't know what's happening. Yeah, you have to piece it together in your brain, like what happened before this. And I really like that.
I thought you were going to mention how people were saying it's very woke and
super
like supporting stuff. I didn't see any of that shit in this movie.
Let's just drop that argument altogether because I didn't even realize it the whole time I was watching it.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing.
We can address small things if they come up, but yeah, we won't talk about that right out of the gate because I'm sick of that fucking word.
Woke.
But
woke up for this.
I saw something that said Trump fans when they realized they woke up today. It's like their eyes. It's so stupid. But the movie opens very bold, right? And again, this could be an overcourse correction for Zack Snyder's Superman, who was like almost indestructible, except in Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, they viewed him as a god. There's so many different shots of him where he's like coming down from the sky.
The Jesus allegory.
Yeah.
The beauty of this is it's not necessarily showing you how weak Superman can be. It's more so showing you how fucking intelligent Lex Luthor is, because the man knew all the shit that he needed to do to actually take Superman down.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he cloned him, but hey.
Here's my one of my biggest gripes about this movie is I don't like how most of the action, like most of the fight scenes with Superman is very one-sided against him. I wish it would have been more of a back and forth instead of him just getting his ass absolutely beat.
He got rocked.
I don't care that he studied his moves. I think I think it should have been more back and forth.
I understand that. I can't say I completely. Here's the thing. I think it has bothered me less looking back on it. When I left the theater, it's still kind of an issue for me. I will agree. It doesn't bother me quite as much now thinking, because like the only people he really fought in this movie were designed for him. So like I get that.
They were mostly Ultraman.
And it's just Superman has gone 3 years without ever losing. And like I like how this movie just I can't remember, someone worded it this way and I really liked it. This is just like the whole core idea of this movie is like Superman has a bad week. And that's what we get thrown into. Superman has probably the worst week of his life since he's been Superman.
Do you know how boring this movie would have been? Sorry, go ahead. Say that again, Corey.
This movie takes place over 1 week. Like exactly.
Yeah, 1 week. Yeah.
Do you know how boring this movie would have been if fucking Superman just bodied everybody and nothing bad happened to him? Like this movie would have sucked.
Well, and that's the thing. Like people just they're inconsistent with like you can't win either side of the argument because you're going to have this other vocal group of people where it's like if Superman's overpowered and he's perfect, like that's cool to see, but it's kind of boring. And then if he's like this, people are going to be like, oh yeah, more like Superboy. He's a fucking pussy. It's like, well, what do you like? Okay. What do you want to say?
He's fighting literally a clone of himself, which I don't know if a lot of people realize. If you are a comic book fan, you know that Ultraman is fucking Clark. It's just a different version of Superman from an alternate timeline, usually in the comics. Well, this version, he's a clone, but
I think they're going the Bizarro route,
which I could see that happening because he got knocked in. He's not dead. He was sucked into a black hole.
People want to complain about him being weak in this movie, but he uses his breath to push himself away from a black hole.
He does. He does.
That is a bigger. I think that is a bigger feat than anything we've seen Henry Cavill's version do. But I don't know.
Basically, Steve just said that Superman gives the best blowjobs.
Yeah.
And he uses his breath to push a dog into a tree.
Yeah, why did the dog have to slam the tree?
I don't know. That was weird.
That was a little. I thought that too. I was like, that's a bit unnecessary.
Apparently, there was a scene cut because it tested bad with audiences.
I heard about this.
Where I think Ultraman punches Crypto in the fortress. It tested very bad, so maybe they put the dog hitting the tree as a fuck you. I'm still putting a
James Gunn's like, well, I have to hurt an animal somehow. Isn't this the guy that made Guardians 3? What the fuck? Don't you love animals?
Hey, Crypto still got hurt when the engineer is it the engineer?
Yeah.
The engineer fucking covered his face in that shit.
Yeah, the nanites.
That was a little disheartening to watch.
Yeah, that gave me a little Matrix vibes. The nanites going down his throat.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I was gonna say, is David Cornsweet going into the Matrix? No, but so the movie opens, very bold decision by James Gunn to show Superman in a way that we've never quite seen him looking so vulnerable, so beat to shit. Like it starts, like we said, Star Wars. So we have this big thing for podcast listeners. We'll read it aloud. Should I popcorn to you guys? So this is how the movie opens. Yeah. We're out in the middle of the Fortress of Solitude that hasn't popped up yet. And we have text on the screen explaining what we've missed in the last 3 centuries.
I actually love that they did this. They did it like with 3. Everything was 3.
Yeah. And James Gunn said he said that everyone's asked him there's no significance to it.
No, it's just it's more of like it doesn't have to have significance. It's just like a clever way of writing, like 3 this, 3 that. Like it's just basically
exactly. It's like a technique of writing.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It doesn't have to have significance.
So here's how the movie opens. Before we see Superman, before we see any characters, opens up. It says 3 centuries ago, the first superpowered beings known as metahumans appeared on Earth, ushering in a new era of gods and monsters, which is what James Gunn is calling phase 1 of his DC project. Slide 2. Go ahead, Steve.
No, I'm all right. You go.
Oh, you're no fun. All right. 3 decades ago, an extraterrestrial... It's hard to see in the background. An extraterrestrial baby was sent in a spacecraft to Earth and adopted by Kansas farmers. 3 years ago, the baby, now grown, announced himself as Superman, the most powerful metahuman of all. 3 weeks ago, Superman stopped the country Bravia from invading Jaranpur, sparking controversy around the world. 3 hours ago, a metahuman called the Hammer of Bravia attacked Superman in the city of Metropolis. And 3 minutes ago, this right here gave me a little bit of chills. 3 minutes ago, Superman lost a battle for the first time. And that's when he comes fucking crashing down into the snow. And that's, of course, the money shot, the trailer shot.
Yeah.
I am glad that we eventually get an actual legitimate reason why Crypto is so fucking goddamn misbehaved.
Yeah.
But like throughout this entire movie, I'm like, you fucking dog, will you like help him stop beating the shit out of him?
No, Crypto's the best.
No, he's a good boy.
No, but I love
Don't you dare tell Crypto how to be.
Look, actually, I love that Crypto was a dog. Like, yes,
Crypto's always a dog.
But there's a lot of versions of him where he's not. They don't let him be just a dog. He was literally just a dog that happens to have superpowers. Like, they didn't make him like super smart. They didn't make him like, oh, I'm like they didn't make him like some crazy superpowered dog. Other than that, he has superpowers. He was still a fucking dog. Like, he would chase after stuff. He still played fetch. He just was playful. Like, I loved that. Like, it made it. It's weird to say this about an animal, but it humanized him as well.
Yeah, there's no way that fucking cape would stay on though.
No,
it's a super cape.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's a super cape.
They said that he defies gravity in a way that like Superman does too, so the cape stayed on him. They kind of tried to explain that away. Yeah, you're right. It would have just.
Oh yeah, I don't really have an issue with it.
Not even that. With how fucking rambunctious he is.
Do so.
Yeah.
With how rambunctious he is, there's no way he didn't try to chew that fucking cape off.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah,
I have an 8-month-old puppy. I know how they are.
I know how they operate. Yeah, so you have Crypto come into, they don't waste time bringing Crypto into this movie, which I love. Beating the shit out of Superman. I would say arguably doing more damage than the Hammer of Bravia. I love how they had some of the comic booky like crunches and hits too. It's so over the top ridiculous.
Yeah, they added actual like cartoon / comic book slaps and punches while he was hitting them on purpose.
They did. I love the attention to detail there. Yeah. So you have he eventually has enough strength to like get his cape around, and eventually the dog gets there and he's like, oh, okay, he needs to go home. But Crypto's he's never seen him like this.
No, he's probably just like he's probably just like I guess probably Uncle Clark, since it's
he's probably dog. Yeah, he's probably never seen Kara like that either. So if she dumps him off every time she goes to get drunk, he's
that's
never
true.
Seen
I was gonna
like
say
that.
the only way he would ever see her like that is if she's drunk.
So yeah, you have
a lot.
You have Crypto take him to the Fortress of Solitude, and I have to ask, like, it's a little bit ahead, but as more like comic fans than me, when you saw Lex and all them coming up to the door, and in this universe, we know it's not the old comics, like a giant fucking key to get in, because that was a thing back in the day. Yeah. But they're just let right in with us knowing like something DNA is involved.
Yeah.
Did any of you pick up?
Yeah.
Well, I knew who Ultraman was
so
the moment they mentioned his name, so I knew what was going on there.
Okay, I had no idea.
I looked over to my friend and was like, "Yeah, that's a clone, a Superman."
I guess there was probably a minute there where I didn't realize exactly why the door opened.
Right.
But then when I was like, "Oh, Ultraman's there with them," that's probably why. But at first, no, I was like, "How the fuck did he just bring the fortress up and open it?"
He's like fucking Luthor.
But yeah. So Superman comes in. He's all fucked up. You got the Superman robots, which is what they're called in the comics, the Superman robots. You have Alan Tudyk. You have Michael Rooker. You have the girl who played Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Clementoff.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. So you have a lot of big names here as the robots. Bring in Superman in, and he plays them. Here we go. Big point of contention. What do they play him to soothe him while he's healing? They play the tapes.
The message.
Zor-El.
Birth parents,
Bradley Cooper,
Jor-El, and I can never remember his. I think his mom's name's Laura. Laura L. Yeah, Laura and Jor-El.
Zor-El and Laura. Yeah, and this is
Adrian. It's Jor-El. People are gonna hate you if you keep saying it wrong.
Who's Zor-El? Is that no one?
That's no one.
Is that Zorro's alter ego? Okay, so Jor-El. This is got a lot of people divided on this part of the movie. What are our thoughts on the realization, obviously, once they reveal the rest of the message? Like, what are we thinking about this Goku parents kind of direction? It's
been done in comics before. Not that I was super familiar with it. My only thing was it just felt too like Omni-Man, like Invincible. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've just seen that like kind of recently. So for me, it was like, I've seen this very recent, so I don't love it, but I'm not mad at it really. I guess it's just like whatever for me.
There's heavy speculation in Man of Steel that's also what Jor-El wants him to do. Henry Cavill's Superman to do.
if I'm not mistaken, and no, go ahead.
He says that they need to conquer Earth and take it over. He just says it in a more gentle way. But it's in Man of Steel that's exactly the same thing he wants him to do.
Even in Smallville, Jor-El was kind of a dick, so it checks out.
He's a I mean, they're from a society that's like the Saiyans that are proud and they want their race to continue. And he even says we used to, in Man of Steel, he says we used to go planet to planet finding places to thrive. And then eventually we kind of got soft and stopped doing that. So they at one point they were kind of just those people that used to take over planets, and that's why they sent all those. That's why there was a ship there for Henry Cavill's Superman to find, because they were trying to find planets to live on.
Yeah,
and
I feel like it's interesting. I feel like if there's what if there's some kind of payoff down the line where like Zod's not around in this universe and maybe his parents come down and figure out he hasn't like ruled this planet? Could there be like conflict between Clark and his birth parents if they're not dead, which they're probably dead?
I mean, if you want to piss some fans off, that you do that.
Exactly, you'd really piss some people off.
James Gunn's not going to do that. No,
I don't think James Gunn's going to make the sequel.
You don't think so?
He'll obviously be in charge.
Involved.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't think he's directing.
I was gonna say James Gunn is gonna be the Kevin Feige of the DC universe. So
yeah.
He's gonna nothing will get approved without him.
When there's eventually 2-3 DC projects coming out a year, he's gonna have to oversee everything. He's not really gonna be able to direct them. This was just his baby. He wanted to do a Superman movie. They offered it to him when Disney fired him.
Yeah,
but before he could actually, he said no. He said he'd do it. He said he'd do a Suicide Squad 2, but he's not doing Superman. And then Disney came back and rehired him and stuff, and admitted they overblew it. But James Gunn has that situation to thank for this happening, because it did make DC want him and Peter Safran to be the guys. So,
and Chris Pratt and someone else from Guardians came in and told everyone to please reconsider.
And Zoe Saldana went to Bob
Igor.
Yeah.
Bob from Thunderbolts.
Exactly. Bob Iger. They went into his office specifically and told him he needs to reconsider.
Yeah, and Dave Bautista said that he would not do Guardians 3 without James Gunn. He's like, I'm not doing it.
Loyalty. So here's the thing with Clark's parents. Would you rather find out in a future movie? It doesn't have to be a Superman movie. It could be like someone else's. Would you rather find out down the line that Lex actually manipulated this video, or would you rather this is what his parents really said?
I kind of assumed anyway. That's what happened.
I thought he did, but every single person, including Mr. Terrific, was like, there's no way they could have doctored this video. All these experts went through it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, how do they know? This is an alien video.
I was kind of super
look
mad.
At this guy.
I was kind of super mad that everybody just all of a sudden knew it was real. Like, the tone turned on him in 2 seconds. Now, I know they had to make it more cartoony because that's kind of what this movie was. They wanted to make it more like a Saturday morning cartoon or a comic book. So they had to have the whole town, like whole city, turn on him immediately. But like it was too fast.
Yeah, it's like
one video comes out, nobody doubted it with all the AI we have now. Like
that happens. Nobody? I mean, that does happen.
Nah,
I know, but it's like one person
look at cancel culture.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
that's what
I feel like
bring
Corey. Here's the thing: like I'm kind of in the middle with it because it does happen like that in real life. It's sad, but as soon as one thing comes out, people stick you to the fucking wall. But like it did feel a little goofy how fast it happened. Like the snap of a finger, everyone's like, "Fuck Superman," even though he's been here for 30 years and never done anything wrong.
I'm even mad that they turned on him that fast. I just think it was crazy fast.
It was fast, yeah.
I didn't even have anybody in the crowd be like, "Is this real?" They just all of a sudden were all yelling at him.
Yeah,
and thank God they took the flinching out because it didn't make sense.
The flinching, yeah. I know you hated the flinching. A lot of people did.
It reminds me a lot of like stuff in news you see today, and just people just over exaggerate, instantly believing everything they see online and just going with it, and then
nobody does research.
They spread it without research. Exactly, that's what it reminded me of.
You're absolutely right, but I think there would have been a fair amount of people there being like, "We don't know if it's true, though." They didn't have anybody in the crowd. Nobody. Except that one Indian guy that, unfortunately, bad things happened to.
Mob mentality.
Hey,
evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight, baby.
If bad things do not happen
Don't
to
make
that
me
guy,
do it.
is it Mephisto? Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Metamorpho.
Metamorpho. There's
Not Mephisto.
There's too many fucking.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight.
You sound.
He's also I think called Element Man.
Anyway, he wouldn't have ended up helping Superman if that wouldn't have happened. So,
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta crack an egg to make an omelet.
Yeah, so at this point in the story, you have Superman in the Fortress of Solitude. He's fucked up. So they have this chair that so the whole Fortress of Solitude can shift towards the sun. And they have this thing that zooms in, pretty much ultra power, cures him like a motherfucker.
It magnifies the sun's beams.
Yeah. So, the healing factor is amplified. Yeah. Obviously he gets off the chair at what, they said he's at 83%.
Yeah.
And he goes and gets his ass rocked again.
Can I just say
number 4 is he beat you at 100% power. What are you thinking?
How dare you? That's Gary.
That's
not
Gary.
yet, it isn't. We're not at that part of the movie yet.
Can I just say, even though he was in this for a very brief moment, his scenes were not the great. I don't know, his scenes were not a lot. I don't want to say they're not. I really enjoyed him.
That's one of my gripes.
Alan Tudyk is amazing.
I was excited for Alan Tudyk to be a voice in this, and he's barely in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's his parents.
What he was in was
that
phenomenal.
too. Bradley Cooper.
Well, I meant the other parent.
Yeah.
I really liked. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
Who played Laura? It looked way too much like Lady Gaga.
No, it wasn't.
Wait,
I know,
Steve,
but it looked like her.
Steve, you like too, Ma and Pa Kent?
Yeah, well, I understood why they were barely in it, but one of my favorite parts was the movie was his speech to
his talk with his dad.
Clark. Yeah,
absolutely.
That was good.
I love that.
I love that
your
his parents looked.
Your parents aren't supposed to tell you who to be.
Mm-hmm.
They're just supposed to. He says they're both just supposed to point in the right direction, and your choices make you who you are.
Yeah,
it's a great message. And at first, when they first showed Mom and Pa Kent on the phone, I actually was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to like them."
I did not like that part.
I was like, "Oh, maybe I'm not going to like Mom and Pa Kent in this iteration."
That felt a little
I'm going
too.
to tell you.
That felt like a little too easy humor. An old person doesn't know how to use a smartphone.
Exactly.
In 2025.
Not even that. I felt like Martha's fucking.
Why'd you say that
name?
No.
Why'd you say that name?
Her accent was unbearable in that first scene when they're on the phone. I actually really hated it. Not gonna lie.
I think
she was a lot better later when he was there on the farm. But that first scene, I agree with you guys. That probably was my least favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, I feel like even though it's probably accurate to the area they live in,
it was.
They're a little bit too podunk redneck for me personally, but I did like them more on the farm, and I like the Pa Kent when he talked to Clark.
Yeah. James Gunn specifically asked a bunch of people from that area to talk, just to have conversations with them, and he had somebody, I guess, monitoring their accents and stuff, so he could cast some people with that type of accent.
Okay.
I will also say I love that they look normal. They don't look like Hollywood actors. They look like normal farmers.
They look like Midwestern farmers.
They really do. They fit the billing perfectly.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, we have the next point of it's been dividing some people. We got this guy, right?
That's been dividing people?
Not this scene in particular.
I can tell you why.
Are you talking about the actor?
No, I'm not. Not necessarily the actor. His interpretation, some people haven't loved, but more so, it's his cronies, his group of techies. Shouting out 34C, 87B, 20,
his Raptors and
his Raptors and
goons.
Yeah, it reminds me of
even though they all exist in the comics.
I found out finally, but go ahead, Steve.
I was just say that whole thing reminded me of Mysterio and the drones from Far From Home.
I can see that.
It just felt identical to that.
No wonder I didn't love it.
Corey, no wonder I didn't love it. Corey, you remember how we couldn't figure out where what Michael Rosenbaum's voice was at?
I figured that out.
Yeah, he was one of the Raptors in the other dimension prison.
He's like, get back in your cage. So how did you guys feel about, like, listen, the fight makes sense. Once you know the story, this is literally Superman fighting a clone of himself with like a higher battle IQ because he has Lex Luthor in his corner.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But the reaction time thing, I do kind of have issues with. Like, I know in the movie, like he's like, you know, Superman's back and forth, so he can't punch all the time and stuff. But I feel like by the time Lex gets the message out, it gets to someone, they put it through a system, it feels like, I don't know if that would hold up. Like, I feel like Lex is smart enough, it should have been one supercomputer, and like, I don't know.
Exactly why I complained it was a one-sided fight the entire movie, because I felt like Superman would have been able to fight back quicker.
He didn't fight back quick enough, maybe.
My only justification for that is, well, first of all, Lex would have the kind of technology that there probably wouldn't be lag getting to the Bravian.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably know exactly which thing to. Or,
it's a type of donut.
He has cream in him.
Don't we all?
Because we all have cream in us.
But the Bravian hammer, like, and it is Ultraman, so he's hearing him, and I don't know if you think about it, like a director who's directing a TV show, like a reality show, they're in a room saying camera 2, camera 8, camera 9, and it's going to that immediately. So there are people that do that, and Lex has been obsessed with fucking this guy up for years. So he's been memorizing these. Plus, if you pay attention, each letter is a specific body part.
Right.
So when he's saying A, it's it's a punch to the head. When he's saying D, it's the cape. When he's saying C, it's the feet.
Yeah, the letters like a body part.
And then the number, I think, is a different attack to that body part.
Right. A1, so like, A1.
So we
know what that means.
You can tell A1, you can tell what A1 was, because that was the first one he created, punching him in the fucking face.
He's like, I can't wait. He's like, I can't wait to use this one over and over again. Bro, Lex didn't even care about the war. He said that was just like a consolation. This dude spent $80 million for a chance to kill Superman.
Yeah.
That's how much of a fucking hater. He's a menace, dude. I love Nicholas Holt's like take on the character. I was pretty happy with the Lex.
I love him.
I haven't seen Rosenbaum, so he's probably still the GOAT.
No, he's good.
Yeah, I can't talk on that. I like this. This is my favorite Lex. I've seen the old Superman movies, not for a long time, but this is my favorite Lex.
This is what I will say. This is the best Lex Luthor we have gotten in a movie.
In a movie,
hands down, it's the best Lex Luthor we've ever gotten.
So you're probably a little more familiar, like comfortable with the old Superman movies, probably more than I am. You like them more than Gene Hackman and
Gene Hackman's good. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
I love Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. But no, I would say Gene Hackman's number 2 now. Yeah.
I just love what a petty bitch he is.
I think it's just more accurate to the character.
It is.
It's the way he acts. It's the way he acts.
Especially with what the bullshit we got in the last fucking version of Lex Luthor we got on screen. This is such a huge fucking step up that maybe I'm looking at this with rose-tinted glasses, but
Looking Bruce Wayne. Meeting finally.
I hate so much that I love both that character and Jesse Eisenberg, and that's what I fucking got. Like, it pisses me off to like, you don't understand.
For some, there's just a very specific thing
I'm Dale's
that Nicholas Hoult does. With his Lex Luthor that makes me love him more than any of them is the little things he does with his mouth and the he's angry, he's sucking in, and then the little twitches. That's why he's my favorite Lex. Like, I love Michael Rosenbaum, but if you give me 1 or 2 more movies with this Lex, he's gonna go under them.
If Holt can show a more calculating side to his character, because he was brilliant. He absolutely was brilliant, but he seemed more like, and he's obsessed with Superman and the fact of trying to take him down, but he seemed way too obsessive and not as much calculating as compared to Rosenbaum's Luthor, which is what I enjoy a lot about that version. But I think if we should, I imagine Luthor's going to get out of prison. Let's be honest. He always 100%. Does. I think we're going to get the calculating version of him. I think we have not seen all there is to see of this character. So
agreed.
I look very forward to seeing what else he can bring to the table. You're right, Corey. If we get another 2 movies with him, he could end up being my favorite Lex of all time.
Go Oh, wait, what do you want to say, Steve?
Hold
on, let me get in here real quick.
I just wanted to say my only gripe with his iteration of the character is sometimes he does come off a little bit as like whiny and kind of like a man-child, and that's my only gripe. Other than that, I think he was phenomenal. It's just like near the end when he's like crying and kind of being like a little baby stomping his feet. Okay. That was my only issue.
Let me ask you this though: if you were so obsessed with achieving this goal and you came this fucking close, and then you were thwarted by somebody who clearly isn't nearly as smart as you, I'm sorry, but you'd probably shed a tear too.
I don't know if I'd more so be probably pissed and lash out and like.
You've never been so pissed. I
would probably just swing on him, and even though he's a god,
right?
Just get my ass kicked. But like,
imagine. Yeah, just imagine getting your ass kicked by his dog.
Crypto came in and said, "I don't understand, Dad, or Uncle Clark. What am I doing wrong?"
Animated series and like the Justice League show. I guess I'm more used to like an older, more like intimidating type of Lex, and not more like a, I said, he lashed out, kind of like a little child.
Yeah.
Near the end was a little crybaby.
But in his defense, imagine spending $80 billion and not hitting your goal. What is he, the Dallas Cowboys? Was he Jerry Jones?
I will say it's unfair to compare Rosenbaum and Holt because we had literally how many fucking hours of Rosenbaum's Luthor?
Oh God, yeah.
And we've only got 2 hours of this one, so
you're right.
That's why I said I need those two. I need 2 more movies with him to fully see this character.
I already like him a lot. I just hope, like I said in the sequel, he kind of tones down that version, and he's kind of a little more cold.
Agreed. As he gets
defeat,
as he's more lived in this universe, I hope he becomes more of the cold-sided. I hope he still has some of the stuff that he brought to this movie. But Steve, I agree. A little, Beamaniacal, a little less whiny and a little more intimidating. Wait till I get some power armor.
Yeah, and then he's 10 out of 10 for me. He's already like a close to 9 probably.
Nice.
I honestly think that this getting caught and going to prison and stuff's going to do that to him.
I think it'll ground him a little bit more. I think he's going to be a lot more like Mr. Terrific. He's going to realize I need to not worry about the emotional side of things, because he let his emotions play a little bit of what was going on. And if he becomes the Lex that we truly know from the comics and everything, if he pushes that aside, I mean, you're going to see a completely more menacing character than we already got.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Yeah, I think that is the intention with the character. I truly think that's what they want to do going forward. Yeah. And it's just going to make you love him all the more because you can remember when he was a little more whiny, but still a genius, holding his fucking ex-girlfriends in this prison.
This is a younger version too.
It's a younger version, yeah.
2 scenes with him are my absolute favorites. One we got, they showed the clip before the movie came out, was when Superman comes in looking for Crypto. Love that scene, of course. Stupid dog, Rick Cape. What did you just say?
Where's the dog?
I love that. And then for the scene we didn't get, which I don't know why this cracks me up so much, just the pettiness and like the irritation. When he knocks that cup down, he makes his people pick it up, and then he finally get done picking up. He's still bitching, and he fucking just knocks it down again without even bringing any attention to it whatsoever. He just fucking, I'm like, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was great.
My favorite scene with Lex is when he shoots what's the dude?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, holy fuck, this dude's insane.
Not only did he shoot him, but then he says, well, that ended quicker than I wanted it to.
Yeah, he's like, I thought that would take longer.
He's like, I'll be back with someone else you care about.
Oh, that was good.
Maybe that reporter Clark Kent.
Good luck with that, yeah. Dumbass.
That showed you that he doesn't know who he is.
Hey, again, that was very that felt very the Batman with the Riddler.
Yeah,
well,
we almost had him Bruce Wayne.
And I do want to say one thing about that specific area of the movie. I could see, because David Cornsweet did a very good job with the old he did a very good job with the old Reeves version where he's bumbling and kind of tripping, and he's constantly acting dorky, and especially he did a very good job not being Superman when he was Clark.
Yeah, I agree.
Right there.
Yeah, you look at him too long, like Perry. When he looks at him a couple times, you can tell maybe Perry knows what's going on.
It's the hypno glasses, dude.
Yeah, they bring that up a couple times in the movie. I think the hypnoglasses are actually real.
That's actually that's the thing in the comics.
Yeah,
I know.
That's how they jokingly described why nobody can tell he's Superman. But I love that they kept it. I love that James Gunn brought it into the film.
And I think Mr. Terrific made them for him.
I
could see that. I do love like sometimes like it's in the comic, you know. It's like, well, it was in the comic. Like that doesn't mean it's not bad writing still.
Yeah,
right.
It could just be bad writing in a comic. I'm not saying this is. I'm just saying that's funny when everyone's like, yeah, but it was in the comic. Like, well, right. It was shit back then. But not for this case. I'm fine with this. But Corey, I totally agree with you. I was actually going to make that same point. I think as Clark Kent, other than the stature, you would not think this guy is fucking Superman. No. He's such a bumbling, fumbling, klutzy kind of, like, he does a great job. Like, even though that's kind of him, even in Superman, he's a little klutzy. Yeah. But like as Clark Kent, he really just always looks lost. Like he always looks like he doesn't know where he's going. You wouldn't think this guy's saving humanity.
And nobody's going to second guess his stature because he's a fucking Kansas farm boy. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Of course he's a big fucking buff.
We grew up around farmers. There's some big fucking boys.
Yeah. So I mean, a nerdy dork or whatever you want to call him can be still a big dude because he had to work on the farm when he was a kid.
Yeah, and what I love about him, you know, what I love about his Clark, even though again, I just talked about the Batman. If you're looking for that balance, this is the Batman. This is like 90% Superman, 10% Clark. So if you're looking for the balance, this first movie isn't it. This is Superman's story.
Which I was happy it was.
Oh yeah, me too.
I believe it might be in a Kill Bill movie where somebody describes Superman as Clark Kent being his costume. Yeah. So really, it makes more sense that we do get more Superman.
Kill Bill Volume 2 at the end when he's going to kill Beatrix.
And again, I keep referencing. You can't see my poster back there. The Batman. Is it the Batman? Where does they say like no? This is your mask.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's Catwoman talking to him. Yeah. So again, so some Batman parallels. I don't want Batman in this movie, in this universe.
Look,
at all.
Okay, here's the thing.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, I think the last person they need to introduce in this world is Batman. Give it time, please.
Like any Batman?
It's coming.
Give it time.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean if we're going to introduce some heroes and like if we're going to do some sort of Justice League team up, like obviously take your time with it and don't rush it and be dumb. Like
well, I think James Gunn's going to be smart.
But I think Batman should be the last person they should worry about. I'm not going to lie.
Did you see the exit on the highway for Gotham City?
Yeah, I saw it. Yep. The one little nod.
So it's there.
It's there.
Batman exists. Let's be honest. We know he exists in this universe.
Well,
he's going
there's
to
a ton of other.
So can we get a Teen Titans live action, please?
I believe James Gunn is considering that. But here's the thing. You can absolutely have Batman in this universe because they do it in the comics and cartoons all the time. Yes, Superman is this colorful, like super Boy Scout like character, and Batman's not. And they team up often. They're actually really good friends.
Yeah,
and they clash all the time with their friends. They clash all the time with their perspectives because they live in completely different paradigms.
Yeah, I just want them to wait and not have to worry about introducing Batman yet.
Yeah, because I mean, Batman's always a lot of pressure to any universe.
Your friends shouldn't have a contingency plan how to kill you.
I mean, do you blame the guy?
Let's say at a company picnic they might sit together. The friends seems rough.
Yeah, friends seems obsessive.
So you're gonna tell me that Bruce is not a friend?
Depends. It depends what.
Real friends die overdosed in a hot tub. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Matthew Perry.
Oh man.
Could I be any more dead
for you?
Could I be any more dead?
You're telling me that you don't think Bruce Wayne is a friend to anybody in the Justice League? I mean, for fuck's sake, him and Diana have like a relationship, and he has a contingency plan for her too.
Yep. All right. So now that we're into the Clark stuff, right? So we're seeing the Daily Planet. We're seeing where he works. Now we meet the coworkers, the merry bunch of coworkers. We have Lois, of course.
Yep.
Which that is not Lois.
Who's that?
There's Lois.
That's Lois, and of course we have. Do I not have him? I don't have Jimmy Olsen on here. I thought I
did. You don't have the ladies, man.
Shame
I
on
love.
you.
I love that in today's society, James Gunn knew to make Jimmy Olsen like really like some unattainable thing to all these women, because in today's society, geeks are hot. Like that's the thing.
Skylar Gisondo.
I will say,
I loved him as Jimmy Olsen. He was so good.
Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
I will say, I'm just gonna mention my least favorite part of the movie.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna agree with you right now.
Was Lex's bimbo girlfriend being like a focal point of the plot? I just hated it. I really did. I thought I hated her character too. And
you're supposed to hate her character.
It's not like that though. It's her being involved. It's not her character itself.
Yeah,
so
So you're supposed to
don't hit me with that shit.
You're supposed to hate Lex Luthor.
They could have another way to get that information to.
I agree with Steve completely. That's probably my biggest gripe. I hate her
inclusion.
You're supposed to hate Eve as well. She's supposed to be extremely annoying and obnoxious, and she is in all iterations.
Yeah, but guys, remember, it's in the comic. The bimbo is in the comic.
Here's the other thing. This is not the first time in any type of Superman form of media where Eve has helped take Lex Luthor down. So it's not something that didn't happen, and James Gunn just decided to make it happen.
Well, same thing with me. I don't think Steve's issue is if it ever happened or not. It was just terrible.
It was just
she was terrible.
I will say, as far as plot twists go, when she sent all those pictures, I immediately was like, "Oh, all the shit that they need is in the background." I knew.
Yeah,
that.
Even before like he did the Zoom.
Yeah,
she gave us funny parts with Jimmy Olsen, which I thought were hilarious. I don't want this bitch. I don't want this bitch. She's way too annoying.
Steve's like, I know this. This is me. I deal with this all the time.
For Jimmy wanting that information from her, he was not willing to just say yes right away at all.
Yeah.
Every time she said, "Can we hang out this weekend?" he was like, sure.
He's like,
the whole weekend.
The whole weekend. I love when I can't remember who it is talking about her, but they say something about her being hot, and he's like, "Hot?"
I know.
It's like he didn't even realize she's hot.
And then at the end, he's like cuddling with her. Did he never realize she was hot?
I think at the end, he kind of was like coming around to the idea of like being around her. Well, because even when she first jumps on him and hugs him like that, he's like, "Oh, god damn it!" Then he's like, "Oh, you know what? This ain't so bad."
You can have worse things in the world than a hot girl wrapping
the arms Jimmy Olsen.
I mean, he's dated Lois Lane, dude.
When she gives you those red flags, though, sometimes you gotta stay away.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Well, okay, so anybody who sits there and does this all the fucking time, I mean, that would be really.
Yeah.
And for those of you, Mike.
Mike.
For those of you who can't see what I just did, I was pretending to take selfies.
Yeah, I got you covered.
I used to do that a lot.
All right, so you got the news
fucking hats.
Back in his selfie phase, he wore normal hat like Packers hats.
Yeah, back in my selfie phase, I wore normal hats. This is a normal hat.
It is.
I know.
That's what I know.
Fucking lame.
That's not a normal hat.
I didn't have enough time to get my self ready.
See, Mike, when you don't have time to get yourself ready, you wear normal shit.
I put a hat on to commemorate my boy Lex.
Nice.
And that's
it's
fair.
Dedication, Holmes. I look like Lex under this. Intentionally, to look like him.
Yeah,
not because
right.
I'm bald.
Of course.
But of course,
of course,
nothing in the face. Of course. Okay, so after you meet the crew, you get to meet Lois. And before the big interview scene that we'll talk about, you have Nicholas Hoult, you have Lex Luthor going to like this board, and he's trying to get funding for Planet Watch.
Yes.
Planet Watch is like his Omega stopping crew, like to stop these metahumans. Yeah, his shield for the world, his RDJ. So yeah, it's his force. Like it's like you talked about. So we have a contingency, like something to stop this metahuman, because Superman is the strongest of all metahumans.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get the funding. So that's where it kicks off. They're like, these people are scared to go against Superman because, like, first of all, he could destroy our fucking planet, and second of all, he's never given them a reason to be suspect, so they don't want to give him the money. So that's what kicks off he has to find a way to make Superman look bad.
Fear is strong.
Yeah. It is. He's grooming us.
I want to bring up something, because you do keep tossing the word metahuman around, and I'm not siding with the people bitching about it, but there are people that are upset that they called Superman a metahuman in this film, because technically he's not. He is an alien from outer, like he's a completely different being. Metahuman is an actual human with powers.
Superman's
I'm just
going
not
off
human.
what Gunn gave me.
But what else are they supposed to classify him as in this film? Like
an illegal alien,
which she technically is.
There's definitely no Israel-Palestine type territory in this movie.
No,
that's the political stuff.
Yeah.
There it is.
But you know what?
James,
it didn't even
James
seem.
Gunn did say
it didn't
political.
bother me.
No,
But
it seemed natural. It was natural to the story. It wasn't like it was like, oh, I really want to bring attention. No, fuck you. He had to have a conflict that Superman went into that would have pissed the government off. Boom, perfect.
I have this argument with people so far for this movie is he's not Captain America. He's Superman. He protects the world, not America.
Yeah.
If there is something happening outside of our country, he's still going to go take care of it.
If he thought America was doing something wrong, he would stop them.
Right.
Perfect example is in the comics. Lex Luthor eventually becomes the president. I guarantee you, there's many times in the comics where Superman stops Lex Luthor doing some shady shit as president.
Oh yeah. Dale, I don't get it. Are you hot? Do you need ice?
Yeah. Do you need Dale?
I don't understand.
Just go to your local local Dollar General.
Is he
you
talking about
illegal aliens?
Heisenberg ice?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that must be.
But I was gonna say, I mean, like honestly, we get this with it seems like every superhero universe. I mean, the Sokovia Accords in Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, they intervened in matters that they obviously the government said, oh, you probably shouldn't have done that and put your nose where it didn't belong. So I think this is just one of those type things. That's why it didn't bother me at all, and it made sense for the character. He's trying to save everyone. He doesn't want anyone to get hurt.
I love his passion when he comes out, like when she's like fucking berating him with questions, which as a reporter, I understand why she was just doing her job.
Yeah.
Did it seem a little unbearable? Sure. But that's what reporters are that way, man. Like, let's be real.
And she's business first, she's work first.
That's who Lois is. If you don't know the character of Lois Lane, she's always put work before relationships, and that's what she tries to warn him.
Yeah,
and
in that
walk
interview,
out the door.
And in that interview, she's like, if you can't handle these questions from me, like you're gonna get these questions from people more powerful than me.
Yeah.
You have to be ready.
I love the passion in him when he like loses his shit kind of for a second.
Oh,
He's like, people were gonna die. Like
people were gonna die. And by the way, that's something people hated.
Why?
It's not my Superman. He doesn't get mad like that.
He does though. He is more human than he is the Kryptonian. Like people, that is what is special about Superman.
But he can't have emotions.
It just shows how much he cares about life. Like I don't understand.
You guys are gonna find out what a Kryptonian is when we see the Supergirl movie. Okay.
Here's the thing. Lois is, first of all, Superman is Clark. He's in over his head in this interview. Like,
for sure,
he didn't know this was coming. Like it goes from like playfully defensive to he's actually getting upset. And like I think it is so well done. Like the conflict between them. She's asking the hard-hitting questions. She was a little bit unlikable in that moment for me, but obviously I love her by the end. But I see why she had to do what she was doing. Although I will say if she put that story out, she could fuck Superman before Lex does.
Yeah.
But
she's obviously not going to do that.
Superman doesn't have time for selfies. Did you just refer to yourself in the third person?
I was trying something out.
Hashtag super shit. That one personally bothers me.
I have a comment about that later when we get to the monkeys.
Okay, but the thing is,
all have comments about a lot of things in this movie.
I know, but I have something that it's a theory I have, and you guys might agree with me, or also might have the same theory.
Yeah. but what I love about this interview, the Snyder bots are here. Is that what those little flying drones were? Snyder bots?
There's actually another thing that those monkeys represent.
Yeah.
I think it was James Gunn's way of being like, "This
Mike,
these are you Snyder bros."
Mike, that's your theory for later. I had something relevant to say about the interview.
Stop jumping ahead in the story.
Sorry.
So the interview portion. What I like about it most of all, other than the dynamic, the back and forth, I love how the whole thing's done. It's 12 minutes long. The scene. It doesn't feel like it.
It's a great scene.
Yeah, you're so invested. But what I love is he's the Boy Scout, right? He wants to save lives.
Yeah.
she is the one with like the bureaucratic red tape. You can't just go into these areas as someone representing America. You can't just go into these countries, take their leaders, and fucking put them against a cactus. Like, you can't do that.
Quills weren't even that big.
Yeah. Like, you can save lives, but you can't do that. That could be considered a terroristic attack.
Yeah.
Like, so she's pointing out to him, like, listen, what you're doing, I think you're well-intentioned. Other people might not feel that way. You could be deemed a terrorist.
It's different. She knows him.
Yeah, and he's not thinking that way. He's such like a childlike, innocent. He wants to save people. That's his whole thing. That's what I love about the Superman is like he values life over everything else. That's all he cares about. Like he's altruistic. He doesn't even take care of himself. He's suffering in this movie the whole time, but he still wants to help. He wants to help the fucking dog, which I love that he says. She's like, it's just a dog. He's like, yeah, he's not even a good one, but he's out there.
I love that so much.
And like, it got a big laugh in the theater, but like, it got me a little bit emotional. I was like, he's fucking even this dog that he doesn't even really like. He's willing to get in prison and go.
Why are you turning yourself in? Because he's out there, he's alone, and he's probably scared.
He's probably scared.
Like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and it's like,
this superpowered dog. Are you really this? You don't even seem to like him.
He's just such a fucking. He's a solid dude.
Yeah.
And again, that's why I like having the Justice Gang here for that back and forth. Like, they're working for. You guys probably know his name. Some
Maxwell Lord.
Maxwell Lord,
played by James Gunn's brother.
Sean.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's Sean Gunn. But Maxwell Lord is a pretty prominent character in the DC world as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously
he's actually kind of a bad guy too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's like
morally gray.
Morally gray.
He's the gray Jedi.
Yeah,
he's the gray Jedi.
Yeah. So after the interview, obviously things are very heated. She says she's not good in relationships. You see that moment of conflict with him where he wants to like talk to her, or say sorry maybe, but he walks out.
He's pissed that he doesn't try and just leaves.
When
she's like,
around, like, did you seriously just fucking leave after I said that?
Yeah.
And that's the complication of relationships. That's real.
That's a real relationship right there.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Everyone's everyone's been there. You give too much attention, you're annoying, and if you don't give enough attention, you're like, wow, he doesn't even care.
Yeah.
You've been there.
But if you walk out, you don't have to hear the.
That's true.
Shit. Okay, so he walks out of the interview. Obviously, tensions are high there. And then now we are on to Nicholas Hoult. I keep calling him fucking. I'm sorry. I love Nicholas Hoult. Lex Luthor. We saw earlier that the engineer girl, she tried to go into the Fortress of Solitude. She failed. Yep. You need a DNA pass.
Yeah.
Corey, I had a question for you. So I'm not familiar with the engineer character.
Adrian was talking.
Well, this is an okay time to ask.
No, this is actually prominent or relevant to what he's saying. Is the engineer character in the comics? And is she like that? Is she like that?
She's actually part of the.
Is she like that?
What are they called? There's a group of like villains that fight Superman. I can't remember what they're called. It's like a Sinister Six of Superman villains. But she's one of the main ones. Yes, the engineer exists, but her full body is usually metal. It's not usually nanobots. They changed that.
Then,
but she's usually like
the crime syndicate.
Yeah, that's the crime syndicate.
There it is. So you have the crime syndicate. Now you have Lex and the engineer and his team, Ultraman. How did they get in that door? But you have Lex and all them break into the Fortress of Solitude, and this is where they fucking wreck all the robots. The poor robots.
No, Gary. I love you,
Gary.
And they fucking. The dog thing. Did the dog thing get a reaction from your guys' theaters when she put his head in Nano?
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
Got a reaction out of me.
I specifically.
That was
I specifically.
I can't find my sunglasses. That was a little.
Yeah. I specifically looked over to Amber because she's huge against that kind of violence.
Oh
too.
yeah.
And she got this look on her face like, oh, I can't believe they just did that. Like,
yeah.
I know it's a CGI dog for the most of the movie, but fuck,
it's just still, like nanites went down that dog's throat.
Legion of Doom is I think that's who fights the Justice League, but
Legion of Doom is the big villain.
Yeah.
Group. I was talking about the lower level.
I love that. Legion of Doom. What's up?
Legion of Doom's awesome.
Also, what's up, Tristan?
I am the villain of the story.
They're usually run by Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So breaking into the computer, you know, finding some dirt's going to take a while. They need a distraction.
A distraction.
And the distraction obviously is our kaiju friend, which
he's fun. He's super cute.
You give me a Superman movie with a kaiju, that's a win-win.
They even call it kaiju.
They do.
When they first released him and he starts running out and he fucking hits that thing or whatever and it bounces him towards the city, I'm like, the fuck? Like, I know this thing's gonna get bigger, but how? Because that thing's just tiny and adorable.
I love the one guy. The one guy even says, "That thing's not very big." He goes, "Oh, it'll get bigger."
It'll get bigger. That's what she said.
Next fucking scene, giant foot. So, all right, I guess it did.
Oh, two superhero movies this summer in July are gonna have giant feet crash into the city.
Giant feet, yeah.
That's true, man.
Two James Gunn movies in a row because in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, he says no Groot, no kaiju.
Yeah, bro, this foot fetish thing is getting out of hand.
It is.
Expedition 33. Quentin Tarantino.
I was gonna say, did Quentin Tarantino write these movies?
He's
like, loves feet, man.
He's like, but what if Lois pours the alcohol down her foot and I drink it?
There's Hideo Kojima. He also loves feet for some reason.
He does. So we got the kaiju, and again, this is just Superman on display being a great person. He's trying to save the city while trying to save this fucking giant creature because it's still, you know, it has value. It has life. He wants it to get studied on like a zoo, an intergalactic zoo. He wants like something useful to come out of it. And of course, the Justice Gang, they're not really with Superman, so they don't have to listen to Superman.
They work for Maxwell Lord.
This was our introduction to them, right? The Justice Gang.
Yeah. And they take this motherfucker and explode his stomach from the inside out.
That was Mr. Terrific.
It was.
Okay.
Green Lantern puts the mask on him.
I'm going to say this, and I want to see if any of you guys think about it and agree with me. Does Mr. Terrific's character remind you of Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder at all? Because the entire movie, dude, I was like, he reminds me of him so much. Like, the way he talks and sounds.
His personality and stuff, yes.
I was like, this is Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder, and I love it.
Since we're on the subject, though, I have a fun fact if nobody knew.
What is it?
He is Darwin. The guy who played Darwin in the movie with Nicholas Hoult.
Yes, I'm so glad he got redemption because Darwin, what a shitty fucking death.
And this is what I love. It is James Gunn can make like he can make a badass black character. Like in the Suicide Squad, he did it with Idris Elba. Yeah, and in this movie, like Mr. Terrific almost steals the entire show.
Yeah, here's the thing. Mr. Terrific is a lot of people's favorite character.
He's terrific.
And it highlights what James Gunn does great is I think James Gunn does even better with the obscure characters.
Yes.
Like he did good with Superman. I loved his take on Superman, but he takes these characters that people don't care about and he makes you care. Like look at the Justice Gang, look at the Suicide Squad, look at the Guardians of the fucking Galaxy.
Yondu.
Yeah, Yondu.
You heard about Yondu?
Yeah.
James he died, Gunn, you were like, oh my God.
That's it. Yeah, James Gunn just really accelerates at taking these side characters and making you love them.
Yeah.
And he did that here again.
I would have never even knew that Mr. Terrific was a character if I had never watched Arrow. Like that's the only reason I knew who that was.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know who it was, obviously.
I knew who it was.
He's one of the great in Arrow.
No, he's not great in Arrow. He's one of the more when Arrow started to get less enjoyable is when he showed up. Not because of him. It was that whole entire aspect of Oliver Queen having like 7 fucking people working with him.
They started this thing where Oliver Queen was recruiting, not even reluctantly recruiting a whole team of fucking like Arrow
fucking
fighters.
Hated it.
And he was one of them just because he was brilliant and he created the T-spheres and he was Mr. Terrific just like he was.
Movie. Yeah.
Okay.
But the actor, like I like him. He's hilarious. Yeah. And he's great in have you ever seen The Watch with Ben Stiller and
Oh yeah.
He's the black English guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Terrific and he's good in it, but
he is.
It wasn't his role, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. Like, even people that didn't like this movie come out saying, like, Mr. Terrific was incredible.
Yes,
like, he was terrific. And his fight maybe the best fight of the movie.
That was fucking phenomenal.
It's awesome.
I kind of love I kind of love watching Superman just grab that bitch and spin her around, though, dude. I laughed every time. He's just whipping her around. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
Did that give you like Hulk vibes? Oh,
yeah, that was pretty dope too.
Did that give you Hulk vibes with Loki when he was like fucking slamming her around and shit?
They've done the slam by the foot thing a lot since that movie, since Avengers.
Yeah,
and different things.
All right, so moving forward with the story. Next thing, another point of contention. You have another trailer shot: Superman and Lois in the apartment with the dimensional imp in the background. It turns out it is.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
There's a lot of people like, why the fuck isn't Superman out there? Like during the trailer, and it's a valid question. It's fair.
It makes a little more sense after the movie, though.
It makes sense in the movie. I love how they're having this heartfelt moment, and you just see like Guy Gardner in the back making like baseball bats and shit. Fucking
I love that. I love that. Before she asks what's going on, she just kind of keeps looking out the window. Like, is he not going to acknowledge what's happening?
I do love like. Did you just come in from helping them? He's like, nah, they got it.
Oh no, that's just a dimensional imp. They got this.
They got it.
I do love.
Corey, she said, "Are you going to help them?" And he went,
yeah.
Man of Steel nod. Steve knows.
Part of me wonders if the Justice Gang was put into this movie just for like that kind of purpose. Like, oh, there's other shit going on. Why isn't Superman taking care of it? Because he's got bigger fish to fry. He's got to find Crypto.
Yeah, I mean, come on, he's got to find Crypto.
He was in this movie.
He was. I loved it, dude. I loved it so much. As
Same.
soon as they cut to him, I was like, yes, Peacemaker made it.
He's just jealous of me.
This is Peacemaker's first movie in theaters.
Oh yeah, it is.
Suicide Squad was straight to streaming.
Oh, yeah, because of fucking COVID.
Yeah,
it was great. I loved it,
dude. I can't wait for season.
The goddamn woke Corona.
I will say, I was kind of hoping Superman would have like flew out real quick and just got rid of the fucking thing, like, and just flew right back in.
That would have been really. That would have been a cartoony moment.
Yeah,
like he just sighs and then goes out, beats it up, and comes back in.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
And to hear like Guy Gardner yell, "Oh, we had it!"
Yeah.
So you have unless you wanted to say something about that scene with Superman and Lois. This is the moment he tells Lois he loves her for the first time.
Yes, him mentioning Guy Gardner. I just wanted to say this is probably my favorite thing that Nathan Fillion has been in for James Gunn. I think he did pretty well with the Guy Gardner character.
This is the most he's had to do in James Gunn's movie. And
he's still going to be in the Lanterns show.
Yeah, and he promised lots of F-bombs out of Guy Gardner, which I'm excited
I saw
about.
that.
Yeah,
I saw from the interview I saw with Nathan Fillion, a couple of them. He said Guy Gardner's like the Green Lantern you don't want.
Yeah.
So that's
going to take Hal Jordan, even Kyle Rayner,
John Stewart,
all before him for sure. I don't know any other ones.
I can't remember his direct quote, but it was so funny. It was something
he's like an ex-Boston cop who was fired for doing something stupid, and somehow ended up with a lantern, like a ring.
His quote in the interview was so funny. It was like, I can't remember verbatim, but it was something like, he's like, Guy Gardner's like when you're in trouble, it's like, oh, Green Lantern's on the way. Yes. Oh, it's Guy Gardner. Shit.
We might as well just talk about the Justice Gang entirely. I'm going to say it right now. Another one of my least favorite parts of the movie was Hawk Girl. I just felt like she was just kind of there, and she looked like a little girl, and her helmet was like 6 sizes too large for her head. I don't know. I didn't love that character.
How did you feel
the
about
other two
screeching? I know it's right out of like the Justice League cartoon, but
I loved the screeching.
I did too.
I
get why you wouldn't like her as a character. She was kind of like
she was just there,
like Black Adam, the tornado girl, whatever her name was. She was kind of just there.
She did have I did enjoy her scene though.
It had more to do.
That scene where she screeches, and then the guy's like, "You won't kill me. You're like Superman."
Oh,
and she's like, I'm not like Superman. Bye, fucker.
I'm hoping they go, and she did say in an interview that they are going the fucked up route with that character, where her character in the comics is like her soul is gone, and the previous Hawk Girl's soul went into her body, and she has her memories, and the memories of the girl whose soul left her body, who is this Hawk Girl now, used to cut herself, and like she has a deep like suicide story. And she said in an interview that when they do explore her story that they've told her background story, it's going to be super fucked up, and she doesn't know how it's going to work.
What is she?
So I'm curious.
Is she some kind of Suicide Squad?
She also said that she hopes that they explore the relationship between her and Jon Stewart, her character and Jon Stewart's character, like they did in the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah.
She just wants to sleep with that.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the character, I guess, either. But like, I remember like in the animated show, and I just felt like it was I don't know. It just seemed like a different version. It might be a different version.
Well, Hawk Girl in the animated stuff always had Hawkman right beside her, and they were a cool bounce back and forth.
True.
So without him there, maybe her personality came through too much.
Well, there was 3 of them, though, right? There was Hawkman, there was Hawk Girl, and there was Hawk 2.
I knew it was coming, and I went to fucking.
What are we 3 months in the past?
When Wally West would fucking hit on every girl in the Justice League.
Okay, so Superman, after his talk with Lois, Superman decides to turn himself in. So he's given himself to Lex, he's given himself to Ultraman, he's given himself to fucking, what's his name, Gurkos. Cool name, but he sucks. The guy that Hawk Girl kills. So Superman turns himself in. He doesn't know what that means. So they take him. What'd you say?
Rick Flag Sr. as well.
Rick Flag Sr. Yeah. So they take him to our introduction to the Pocket Dimension. Pocket Dimension is basically this little, a little wormhole, this little loophole where no American laws, no world laws apply in this place. So Lex technically has free reign because it's a lawless land.
And Adrian, you're going to hate this.
Huh?
But this was already brought up in Peacemaker. He keeps his equipment in a pocket universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What Peacemaker does?
Yeah. Like his racist white dragon father.
Yeah.
Keeps all of his stuff in his pocket dimension.
Well, then I hate Superman. Fuck him.
Does that mean that Lex Luthor probably helped them with this pocket dimension thing?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Peacemaker's not exactly like a good guy.
Well, his dad was the leader of the Klan, bro. I mean,
literally.
I'm sure Lex Luthor loved him, honestly.
I'm sure he did.
If he helped him in any way to.
His powers in the comics were literally being the white dragon of the KKK and using them as his grunt workers to kill.
He's like, I'm out of here.
No, I have to use the bathroom really bad.
All right, boys.
Everyone knows that Mike's gonna go take a shit.
All right, so Superman turns himself in. We're brought into this pocket dimension. Obviously, Lex had this planned out. Yeah. He's got him in this one box that happens to have Corey. Would you say is his other name, Mr. Elemental, Mr.
Element Man? I think
Element Man. And it's discovered that kryptonite is no longer on Earth. Whatever kryptonite was left over here was removed.
Who has it?
Who has it? I don't know. Does Batman have it?
I think Batman has it. That's my theory. Ooh. Batman or Maxwell Lord.
Yeah.
I think those are the two that probably have it.
Do you think there's any possibility that he just had the Superman robots remove it?
That is one of the theories, is that he had them all go clean it all out. But I think that's a little, now the Element Man's on his side, that's a little too. Yeah. What are they going to do now? They got to have kryptonite in this world.
Wait a second. In the movie at this point, did Superman know that he was weak to kryptonite?
I don't know if he knows shocked by it.
He didn't. Okay. I don't know though, because when he first his hand crystallizes and Superman kind of has his eyes like, I've never felt pain like this. Maybe it's just because he's in pain. Maybe not surprised.
He's just not used to feeling pain.
He's like, this fucking hurts.
Even though when he's being healed by the sun, he's in a lot of pain. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of people didn't like that scene, and I kind of get it, because in a lot of comics, I mean, he just flies into the sun and he's really hurt or whatever, and he's just fine.
Yeah. Right.
It's not like I'm in agonizing pain while I'm being healed thing, but I didn't really care.
I love that you can hear the bones and organs snapping back into place. It's great.
It is. It's a nice little touch. So you have the roulette thing you talked about earlier. He's playing Russian roulette in there, which is a totally fucked up scene.
I loved it.
Yeah, that happened way too fast.
It just showed how like he didn't care. Obviously,
no, he didn't
near
care
the
at
end
all.
of the movie, you really see that he doesn't care. But
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
that was like, oh shit, like this dude's he just doesn't care.
He was more upset.
He was only pissed that he didn't get more information before the boy happened.
He's like, what the fuck? We have the incredible scene. So we have Lois Lane go talk to the Justice Gang. That's when Guy Gardner reveals that she knows who Superman is.
I love. He's like. So you know who he is, huh? And she's like, what? He's like, the X-ray glasses. Like, it makes him look different. But do you know who he is?
So you know he's Clark Kent.
So you know he's Clark Kent. Why does he trust everybody?
He's like, of the cloth.
I love that. He's like, well, he doesn't trust everybody, just us, because we're fellow men of the cloth. She goes, of the cloth. Just
great moment for Nathan Fillion.
Oh,
you have that Indian guy getting shot in the head is what sets off Element Man. Like he starts bursting out in tears. His son is across the way, Joey.
Yep, Joey.
He finally stops torturing Superman. Good.
It is funny. The name Joey.
When he said that, I don't know why. Like in the theaters, I just laughed because like
I am Metamorpho.
Yeah.
And Joey.
He's like my son Joey, and I'm like, I just thought it was so
funny. To clear that up a little bit, in the comics, Metamorpho was turned into Metamorpho because he started dating Lex Luthor's sister. Lex didn't like it and dumped acid or something on him, and it gave him the ability to use elements and turn himself into elements. And he did have a baby, Joey, with that stag girl. Yeah. And Joey can turn other things into material, like kind of like Midas's touch.
Oh yeah,
You can touch something and it'll turn into an element.
Okay. So yeah,
but Joey's a weird fucking name.
It is a weird name.
Go get Joey, please.
We have Metamorpho and Kal-El and Joey. So Superman, the kryptonite is removed. Here's one of the hero shots of the trailer. Superman gets up, fucking punches through the glass. Great moment.
I love that was finally cleared up because everybody was like, why would he need to wind up to break the glass?
Right.
You know?
And
I'm glad they cleared that up.
And it's such like an inspirational moment in the movie with John Williams' score playing. It's just so fucking good. The thing I'll say about the score didn't particularly stand out for James Gunn. It's mostly just a lot of other versions of John Williams' original, which is great. I love that's one of the best scores of all time. Superhero.
He just added some electric guitar in there.
Yeah, just different takes on it. So I mean, fine, but
I'll use the same example. Like I defended the hell out of the Batman. One of people's biggest gripes about the Batman was, oh, they just reused his theme too much. What's his fucking theme song? So,
oh yeah,
it's like when Stone Cold Steve Austin fucking came to a ring, dude. Like when he shows up, dude. There you go. You play his fucking song. So
you were never disappointed to hear that glass shatter. Never.
Hell no.
Yeah. That's like for me, it was like every time Batman walked in a room in that movie and I heard that song, I was like, oh dude, he's fucking here, baby. Let's go.
Y'all are fucked.
Same with this. It was like I feel like with the times they did use the song were the right moments and they were like the biggest moments, and I thought that it worked. Yeah, you could have used maybe a better score overall, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah. Sorry, good.
My only personal issue with the music was it never really got going.
Yeah.
It would only play enough to build up and it would never really hit.
Yeah, right.
They never let it hit. That was what bothered me about it.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say something, I forgot it. You know, it's
Pocket Dimension stuff?
No, Pocket Dimension. I
enjoyed that whole sequence.
Okay, there you go. I was gonna ask that. How did we feel about the Pocket Dimension?
I liked it. The antimatter river and everything. Yeah.
It was cool to see Superman down for a minute to let other people shine. Like, I'm so glad Lois had shit to do in this movie. Like, I loved Amy Adams. Oh, sorry. Yes. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I liked that Lois Lane was not just some, like his fucking girlfriend in this. Like, she had an important piece in the entire story, and she even went out of her way to get help and go save Superman, which I loved.
She was willing to roll her sleeves up and get out there and help.
And it was, she'd only been dating him for 3 months, and she said she's not good at relationships, so she took a big leap.
That super dick.
That's super dick. I'm telling you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit. And then
do you think he's circumcised? Because he
An
came to
alien.
Earth as a baby. I don't know if they could have cut the skin off.
can you
No,
get
he's
a
an
skin off?
alien, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
By the way, did you guys know?
He's a
Kryptonite scalpel.
Did you guys know that there's a version of Superman where he's not born until his pod's open on Earth because they want him to be like American? So he's technically an American in that run because he's not born until he crash lands.
Wow.
Oh Jesus! So so after that we have the Mike. Did you have anything you wanted to say about the what do we call it, pocket dimension? Did you like the Joey, the whole escape, Metamorpho, Crypto coming in?
I did.
Ooh.
I mean, it was a pretty intense. There's a pretty intense moment, like when he's holding the baby.
Oh yeah,
A baby.
Like the entire time I'm thinking, like, how is he not crushing this baby? Because he's like, gotta be. Me personally going through that, I'd be like, oh, I can't let go. And he's probably like,
Yeah.
But
Corey, what'd you say the thing was? The pixel, like the river?
Antimatter river.
yeah, the
Which
antimatter river.
anyone else touches that and they get fucking demolished. So I just
That's
think
why
it's
he was
funny.
holding the baby up out of
Yeah.
it. the whole
That's why I
time.
think it's funny that everyone's like, well, this Superman's so weak. It's like, okay, well, he fucking went and escaped the
Yeah.
black hole,
Yeah.
and he was in that the
Yeah,
entire time, and he was fine. So it's like,
My
really
favorite part of
weak.
that. My favorite part of that whole thing, though, honestly, was the foreshadowing of Crypto when he was
With
biting
Getting
the T spheres.
biting the T-spheres, yeah.
Because that came
He's ain't cheap.
back. That came back full circle later when he was fighting Ultraman, and
Yeah.
you know he's like,
Get the toy.
yeah, get the toy.
Bro, one of my favorite lines in the whole movie is like when he's using one of his Mr. Terrific's using one of them as a drone.
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you see them?" He's like, "Yeah, there's Superman, a weird baby, a squid guy."
the squiggly guy.
Squiggly
dude.
guy.
And she's just like, "What?" It's such the delivery was perfect on that.
I think that was the line. I was like, dude, this guy reminds me of fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
dude.
His other line when she's like talking to him about her relationship issues with Clark.
Yeah,
he's like, I said, I don't care about people's emotions.
I love the garage door, man.
Oh,
the
yeah.
garage door.
The garage
even
door's
said-
taking forever to go up. You spent all this money on a giant T-shaped ship. You can't get a faster door. I haven't worked on it yet.
I
Haven't
fucking
got
love it.
around to that yet.
I said to Amber, I was like, God, that garage door is so fucking slow. And then not even 5 seconds later, she mentions it. I'm like, ha, see?
Another one of my favorite jokes in this movie is unfortunately featuring the selfie girl, but it's when Jimmy's trying to get information out of her, and just out of nowhere she blurts like, "Lex tortured a dog last week." He's like, "What the hell?" I love it. But Superman finally gets out of this pocket dimension. All's good there. He's getting out. He's trying to fucking stop Lex. And this is like where the city's like starting to fucking split in two.
Yeah.
Because of the pocket dimension being unstable, because Lex is a genius, but he didn't think it all the way through because of how much he hates Superman.
Yeah.
And this is the part where he's just going to let everybody die because they sided with Superman.
I love when they disconnect their ship pod from the building.
Oh yeah.
They start moving, and then that guy's like, I don't know where we're gonna land when the Earth is gone. But
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
fucking brilliant.
So you have Superman like going around trying. Well, first of all, you have Mr. Terrific trying to get Superman back. He's like, "Hey, are you close?" Or so you have Superman coming, and like maybe the best shot in the entire movie is like when he stops that building from falling on the bridge and him rising out of the fucking ashes, and just that score playing. So good, dude. That's aura farming right there. Superman's aura farming, 100%. 100. This is such a good dude. Gave me chills. Gave me fucking goosebumps.
Yep, same.
So there's only one thing. There's like a plot armor that kind of irritated me in this. It's such a small thing too. So I know you guys are gonna be like, your fucking mic goes again.
I might agree with you.
The fucking plot armor of him being like, oh yeah, the ship's intuitive, it's easy to fly, to make it easy to understand why Lois would be able to fly it is like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I didn't like that she could just easily get
I'm not mad at
she
that.
struggles at first.
But they explain that it's intuitive and that she'll be fine. That
Mike,
that was their way of being like, it's fine.
Mike,
we have to explain this, otherwise people are going to be even more pissed that we didn't explain how she could fly it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that complaint. Like, you could say it's nitpicky or whatever, but I get it. That's fair.
No, I totally get that one, but at the same time, like, I think Mr. Terrific is smart enough to have put a failsafe for it to be intuitive. So I think now, did we need him to be like, I'm smart, I put in a thing for it to be intuitive? No. So I think they just put in there it's intuitive, and we were supposed to gather.
I think he put in fail safes. I think him saying that alone was to keep more people from bitching about how could she fly it.
Yeah, I mean,
because that really honestly wasn't even necessary to say, except otherwise to make the fans be like,
otherwise,
oh, okay, that's why she could fly it.
Yeah, I mean, the dude has fucking 7 PhDs. He's pretty smart. So you got after that, you have the next fight, Superman again on, well, actually the Cleveland Guardians baseball stadium, but they had to call them, I think the Meteors is what they called them.
Metropolis Meteors.
Yeah, you got Superman versus Ultraman and the Engineer on the baseball field. The only thing I really thought was goofy as hell in this fight was the kick in the nuts.
That was a little weird.
Like when Ultraman kicked him in the balls and he's flying backwards, like,
I thought it was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
It's funny, but I was like, "What the hell?"
Can you imagine a Kryptonian kick to the nuts?
Oh no, we would all die.
I think it was just his face too. And I saw someone sent me like a fucking meme of it with like Jimmy Fallon's face. He's like,
it's so stupid. Well, as I said before we started this, the up close shots when he's flying, I just think, I still think they look goofy and off.
Yeah, they fixed the eyes a little bit, but
he's like, I can't do it right now. I'd have to like focus on my camera. I can make my one eye go fucking way over there, but like it just looks a little goofy. And he's like that slight little smirk, and it's like fucking like this. And I just think it looks kind of dumb.
Think about the face you would make if that much wind was in your face.
I don't care. I'm just saying I don't think
whether
it looks
he's
great.
Superman or
I don't
not.
think it looked great.
I don't care.
I just think compared to the Man of Steel flying when you didn't see anything moving, I think it was better.
The hair was cool.
Yeah.
They put CGI in his hair so you could see the wind blowing.
Yeah.
That was cool. But I'm kind of on the fence on that one too. So a couple parts look kind of goofy. Like the trailer shot after he says like, hey, big guy up here. The flying was cool. But then that's when he's like fucking... it was weird.
That first time he goes through the mountains and then it shows him flying back towards Metropolis. Okay, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But everything after that, I think the flying was dynamic and cinematic and beautiful.
Yeah, otherwise the flying looked fucking great.
There's only one moment where the CGI I think looked a little spotty.
What was that?
And that's when the engineer was doing this weird flip thing right before she attacked somebody.
And her body goes
looked, I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Yeah.
That was so unnecessary.
It was
to do the handstand thing to turn yourself back.
Yeah.
It would have taken just as much time to just turn around.
Seems counterproductive.
It was very counterproductive.
Yeah. If anything, I think she might have opened herself up to an attack.
Yeah.
My thing with the engineer is like I don't feel like she utilized her powers enough. It was always just like razor blades. That's all she made.
You know what she felt like
a
to
little generic.
She felt like a knockoff version of Brainiac.
She is a knockoff.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them. So
I actually want
Brainiac is like a big Superman villain. I look forward to him hopefully being in it.
I hope they go the route of Brainiac killing Ma and Pa Kent.
Ooh.
I think they should do that in the next movie just to build his
Adrian
character.
If they do Brainiac, you're gonna love the villain of Brainiac.
Yeah, he's great.
Really?
He's a better version of the leader from Captain America.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, is he better than that guy?
He's much better.
Oh, he's so much better. Well, if they get the right guy to play him.
To be fair, nothing against Samuel Stearns, but the leader's usually a cooler character in the comics.
Yeah.
They kind of fucked him up in that movie. But Brainiac's a much, much better version of. He's an alien who literally is the smartest thing in the universe.
Actually, if depending on which version, Brainiac was actually invented by Kryptonians.
Okay.
So
whatever route they go.
He's literally just a computer.
Terry does not want to see Mon watch.
I like his big ass ship. It's just like a giant fucking skull thing, dude.
Yeah.
Dope.
Okay, so we're pretty much right near the end now. Superman's fighting these two. She gets him with the nanites. Like I said, this is the Matrix sequence that are going down his throat. He can't breathe. They're in his lungs. His big plan is to fly high in the sky. They think he's trying to get away. His big plan is to get out of the atmosphere. Oh, go, Steve.
I thought he was going to fly into the sun, but I will say that
Yeah.
I didn't love that. Like, I felt like he could have just, maybe went again, and they just went flying out of his mouth.
Because by the time he might have thought of that, those were already in his lungs. He wouldn't even be able to suck any air in.
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
Yeah, what I like about this being a younger version of Superman is I think he's not fully comfortable with his abilities yet. That's why he doesn't use them as much in this movie. I think he'll get better with them as he goes. Maybe they just didn't use the powers enough. But I think it's a choice of like he's young and he's not comfortable.
Ultraman used them more than he did.
He did.
Did we get a scene? I can't remember if he actually used his super hearing or not.
His what? Oh, super hearing.
His super hearing.
Well, that would have been a good moment for Bavarian Hammer if he could hear Lex Luthor giving commands.
Yeah,
that could have been like a good defense.
He used his laser eyes.
There was a scene where he listens to somebody say something, and now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, was that when he was Clark and they were in the Daily
Yeah, he's
Planet?
like Clark, and he's looking down, and they say something, and he looks up, and they're like across the room. But I can't remember what they're saying when he hears it.
Yeah, I think I remember that now. But they kind of underutilized that power. He could have used that many times.
Yeah.
He did use his X-ray vision once when you see the things blow up.
Yeah.
Inside that kaiju's stomach.
Yeah. So basically, I liked the setup of what they were doing with, because he had a plan the whole time, but the movie made it seem like he failed, right? Like he was flying up. You thought he was trying to get out of the atmosphere or go to the sun, and then he just starts dropping. And it's like they got him, and it's like, God damn, Superman is taking L after L in this fucking movie.
And you realize what he was doing.
Yeah.
Then you realize what he was doing. It didn't kill her, but it knocked her unconscious.
Even Lex realized what was happening, and he was starting to freak out. He's like, "Oh, fuck."
Brain beats brawn.
The scene of him pulling all the nanites out of his throat, dude.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I agree. Very Matrix-like there.
Yeah. The only thing when he's fighting his clone, and I don't know how you work it because
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Dude, when he took the mask off, all I saw was Anakin.
Oh, yeah, he had like the long hair and mullet Superman. I like it.
Yeah. You turned him against me.
Some people said he looked like Henry Cavill for a second.
Yeah, there were some people that it was Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
At first.
But what was I saying? Do you guys remember? Fuck.
When he comes crashing down.
I was going into something.
Sound like something you didn't like about that fight.
Yeah, something you didn't like about the fight and him crashing down.
Oh yeah. The only thing, I don't know how you do it, and I actually get the message for why the Justice Gang showed up, but when the kids put the flag up and they were chanting Superman, was a great moment. I kind of wish he would have showed up.
I did too. I was actually like, when I was watching that scene, I'm like, damn, are they gonna let these kids die and just like, to show us that Superman can't do everything? He can't do it all. And I was like, because I thought I was like, damn, they might fucking kill these little kids.
The only reason I didn't think they'd go there in that moment is because this was coming right at a point where people aren't sure about Superman right now. So if that had happened in this movie, they would have 100% thought he was a bad person.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I didn't think that was about to happen. I did like Guy Gardner's like flip off hands.
Oh, I love that coming up and hitting the tanks.
Those were funny. But
that was actually one of my favorite parts.
Actually helping out
was the kids. I just thought it was really epic.
Oh, it's so good, man.
And then when all the other ones run away, that one kid picks it back up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the movie. Like, this is a movie where, other than Marvel like cameos and shit, obviously I'm smiling ear to ear when I see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Hugh Jackman and blah blah blah, all the cameos. But this movie just made me like smile a lot ear to ear, just because it's so fucking hopeful. Like I was just happy, you know what I mean? Like we need more superhero movies like this. Like this isn't a superhero movie. This is like, it's just telling you like being a good person, being kind is it's punk rock. It's like, it's cool to be a good person.
Maybe that's like real punk rock.
Maybe that's the real punk rock. It's just being a good person. And we need more stuff like that.
I agree.
And Superman is a great vessel for hope, obviously.
Oh yeah. That's what the S stands for.
But why is Superman wearing that?
Spelled with an H, stupid.
There it is.
Why is Superman wearing that in this movie if it's his parents and he now
he does well because that's still the symbol of Superman for the last.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And
I'm trying to nitpick. You're right.
It is the House of L. That's the logo of the House of L.
Well, Superman's taking the House of L's in this movie.
I did love Guy Gardner's little comment to the kid. He's like, "Sorry, Superman can make it. You get the upgrade."
Yeah, you get an upgrade.
Yeah,
that was funny.
There's definitely a lot of great moments even in that little scene too. Like I said, I know you don't like the screeching of Hawkgirl, but her fucking dropping him after he's like, "You're just like Superman." She's like, "I am not like Superman. See ya.
Goodbye."
Yeah, I could have done without her entirely. We'll see if they do something else with her that I'll enjoy more. But for me, that she was like, just.
Did either of you think that when the president is given his speech on TV and then he goes in his office and asks to be alone, did any of you thought he was going to be somebody else? Like
I thought he was going to be Lex Luthor.
I thought he was going to be Lex Luthor too.
I thought he was going to be somebody else.
I thought he was going to like lift off of fucking mask.
Mission Impossible.
Like but no. And then when he went to the pocket dimension, I'm like, it is Lex.
I thought he was going to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Lex Luthor. I thought he was like had him in the
mask, same task.
I thought he had him in the pocket dimension. He was like acting as him. That's what I thought.
So Superman. So Superman's getting out muscled again, out brained. So he has a wild card. It's everybody's favorite fucking boy, Crypto. That's when Superman says brain beats brawn and then whistles.
When Mr. Terrific says, "You brought that dog? I didn't want him killing my parents' cows."
Yeah. Quit messing around.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Funny enough, my friend actually said, he's like, "Dude, that dog's gonna kill them cows."
I was thinking that too.
So what's great about what you just showed there, Adrian, is in that when that scene was shown in trailers and shit, and people were like, "Oh, Superman's not supposed to be this funny." Blah.
They're mad about that too. They really were. They were angry.
They were
honestly
mad about the eyes. It looked like he was starting to get hurt from using his heat vision. But it's not what it was.
But no, actually, that was the heat vision being blasted into his
eyes. And they were and they were mad about the joke he made. It's like, what's wrong with that line?
Well, having actually watched the movie, he wasn't making a joke. Yeah, he was really doing important stuff.
Yeah, he really was.
He was genuinely confused. What do you mean joking around?
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But so he uses Crypto. Crypto comes in, saves the day. Choose the fucking drones.
Yep. Crypto, get the toy.
Lex Luthor loses his advantage. So it's Superman.
Lex Luthor makes a huge mistake by constantly saying brain beats brawn.
Yep.
So it made Superman start to think maybe he's right. Maybe I should figure this out. He messed up by saying that over and over again.
Yeah.
Then when he realizes those drones around the Bravian hammer were how he was seeing his moves, he's like, huh. Yeah. Bavarian cream hammer.
I know Steve.
That's what ladies call my. Oh, never mind.
Oh God.
I know Steve doesn't enjoy the tantrums and stuff that Lex
tantrum,
but the tantrum he starts to throw when Crypto is like fucking destroying those drones.
Yes,
that's a real Lex Luthor moment there. Like that.
And then he sees him in the window and tries to hurry up and run to the pool.
Oh, that's so good when he sees Superman through the window. Like, oh shit, it's tackled. That was great.
And then one of my favorite speeches in the whole movie when he says, "You're an alien. You're not a human." He goes, "That's where you've always been wrong about me, Lex."
Yeah, great delivery,
gives his
man.
speech about how
I feel sad. I get angry.
I feel sad. I get angry. I make mistakes all the time.
All the time.
That's what makes me human.
Corey, your impression of David Cornswell sounded a little bit like John Cena when you went all the time. All the time I make mistakes. But that is a great speech. That's probably one of the moments some people will call woke or fucking, oh, we get it. You're not an alien. You're a human.
I think the woke stuff was with the country invading stuff.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I get,
but they said
I get why they're like trying to. I don't get them saying it's woke. More so, just it's kind of like, hey, we're putting today's politics into movie, but that happens all the time. It really didn't bother me because Superman's that kind of guy. He doesn't want anyone fighting and killing each other. So it just makes sense.
And it's because people no longer know how to fucking use the word woke.
Yeah.
A war between two countries that we're really having in real life now, mirroring a real, Israel and fucking shit. It's like, that's not woke. That's really happening right now.
And I told you that. I mean, how else are you going to make the government irritated with Superman?
Listen.
Do something that an American citizen shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Art imitates life. 20 years from now, when this isn't happening anymore, we're going to go back and watch this movie, or new kids with fresh eyes are going to watch this movie and just see it as part of Superman's story in this movie.
Yeah,
they're not going to see it as the Palestine War. They're just going to see it as this is what Superman was doing at this time.
Yeah.
But I want to bring up one thing before we get past everything.
Yeah.
The monkeys. I want to get back to the monkeys.
Yes, the monkeys.
Universe.
Can we talk about the monkeys?
Not only is it what you guys said earlier, the Snyder bots, obviously, that was a huge part of it. But I think another part of it was also the whole thing that happened with James Gunn in his comments.
Oh, yeah.
I think part of it was also that. I think he also threw it in there like,
He cleverly
in real life, him and Snyder are really good friends. They actually really are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he controlled Snyder.
Morty.
Yeah, they were both on Rick and Morty.
They were just in the last episode of Rick and Morty together, their voices making fun of each other.
And Andy consulted Snyder about how to make the trunks work for Superman. Snyder said, I couldn't fucking do it.
I could never figure it out, man. Good luck.
That I wanted to actually comment on that. I thought the trunks actually, like, they looked.
There was one time
where they
when I could tell the belt didn't look right.
Yeah. But I think the trunks actually they worked in this. And
yeah, did the uniform grow on you guys, or like how?
The trunks were fine.
Whereas
the lines,
I like
Steve. I know you don't like some of the
Steve
lines.
hates the ass.
The lines are a little weird, but I like the suit.
Like, if you gave me Henry Cavill's suit, but more light blue, and you just gave him trunks,
I hate Henry Cavill's suit.
I like his suit way more.
I do like the alien. I do like the alien wear.
That weird, like the constant, like the weird bumps and shit in his suit. It's
like he's scales almost.
Yeah, but to be fair,
he's wearing
I like both
fucking diamonds.
I'm not saying I love Cavill's and I hate this one. I like both, but I like Cavill's as well.
Cavill's bedazzled sometimes.
Looks bedazzled. Yeah, that's fair.
I give the new one like a 7 out of 10 suit.
Yeah, 7.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's solid.
It's all right. Now let's start our ranking
again.
But that's it. You have a couple big scenes left. Lex, obviously, he gets sent away to what everyone thought was like
Belle Reeve.
Everyone thought that was like a nod, but it wasn't. Like, that actually exists.
Yeah, it's real in the comics.
Yeah. Belle Reeve's real. It's also it's a big asylum in Smallville that's for the metahuman type criminals.
It's the Rat from Marvel.
It's like the Rat. Yep.
Yep. So it's a real thing.
Yeah, somebody said in the comment, the most unrealistic thing about this movie was the billionaire being held accountable. So that's pretty good.
I got away with it.
I do love. So I mean, James Gunn actually, he did take a little bit of inspiration from Smallville by naming it Luthor Corp instead of Lex Corp.
Yes, Luthor Corp.
He said he did that on purpose. For one, who names their fucking company after somebody's first name?
Yeah.
And two, he says he's a huge fan of Smallville, and he's hoping that this leaves the door open to maybe bring in Lex's parents at some point.
Nice. Bro, I love how Lex in this movie, like the idea of being compared to Galileo and Einstein disgusts him.
Yeah.
He's like, they're so far beneath me. Like, what are you talking about?
That's Lex Luthor, man.
That's one of the things I like about his take on it is how insulted he was by two of the most brilliant people in history.
Yep. And that's why I think that's why he fucking hates Superman, because Superman's a literal god and he feels he's a god. I am a god.
That when he's standing at his computer in the Fortress of Solitude, and he says they call him the best man in America, or the best man in the world. He's not a man. He's an it.
He's an it.
Mm.
He's an illegal alien.
There's something else he says. I think he's like, and I've got a problem with that.
Yeah.
So you have the impassioned speech. Lex gets taken away eventually. The last two big scenes of the actual movie.
Bastard to Belle Reeve.
You have Superman and Lois embracing for the last time. She walks in behind Superman trying to be all sneaky. He's like, how long's that been going on? About 3 months.
I was hoping when they were flying up, like making out, that there was just someone in the building. It's just like, what the fuck? Just sitting there and like saw
Like,
them.
Just Jimmy Olsen with a camera.
I
Oh
was
no!
just expecting someone.
Steve's favorite would have been if the girl with the cell phone was there taking selfies.
Yeah.
in the background.
I
Steve
did
would love that.
There's something that was clearly done on purpose. When everything is stopped and the Daily Planet crew is in the T ship, they had the character of Kat wearing the super low cut shirt showing off her chest, and she starts jumping up and down excited. And I mean, like, purpose. Come on, they did that on purpose. Let's be real.
Of course, Mike had to bring that up.
Well, every scene that she's in.
Hey, I'm about to
well, she was always that's her character.
Yeah. Every scene she's in the movie. Wait, what'd you say, Steve?
So I'm about to watch Henry Cavill Superman kill someone, dude.
Nice. Yeah, but every scene she's in this movie, let's just say there's no neck up shots. Every time she's in the movie, it's like, this part has to be filmed.
Aside from the TV show Supergirl, Cat Grant has always been this kind of slutty dressed woman who is obsessed with Clark.
Damn, he says it.
Well, no, it's not wrong. Look at even look at the old.
It's not wrong to be slutty.
Yeah, it's not, I'm just saying that's how she dresses.
Yeah,
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No, you.
Yeah, hey, no,
you do you, Mike. I'm gonna back out. I don't want to be part of this.
But I mean, even if you go look back at the Christopher Reeves movies, like she's the same way in those too.
Okay.
So
also the interview,
it's always been her character.
The interview between Superman and Lois was a nod to the Christopher Reeve movie.
Right.
He lets her interview him back.
Except she didn't know he was Superman.
Well, exactly.
At
and
the
it's
time,
like, and his is more so like people aren't scared of him. Like, hey, I'm just normal like you. But guys, last one, Supergirl. I think that's the last thing we haven't really touched on.
Well, there's that scene, which is like the ending scene, and then there's the two end credit scenes.
Yeah, they're not much to talk about. I mean, they're fun, but
I wanted to talk about the ending scene of the movie where they put the parents on. And I love that.
And he names him Gary.
And he starts it by saying the soothing thing again. You think it's going to be the Kryptonian message.
Kind of fucked up. He wasn't doing that all along. What the hell?
I love it. I love that he's like, he likes that.
He likes that.
And when he calls him number 4, and he goes, I heard that some people call people Gary. And then when he says, all right, fix me up, Gary, he just says Gary. He accepts it.
Yeah, but I will say a nice little before Supergirl comes in and calls him a bitch, which is hilarious. Yeah. but a nice little heartwarming end with Superman and Lois flying up, which is a great moment. Them kissing as he's flying up. That's just a great shot. And then like Steve said, the parents was really heartwarming.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "See ya, bitch.
Thanks for watching them, bitch."
Yeah, and it was nice to know it made sense why Crypto was so terrible. It's like it's not his dog, and he's watching him.
He flies at her and starts slamming her head against the ground.
They're like, what is it that Gary says? Like,
it makes sense now why he's so unruly.
Yeah, dude, he loved this dog this much, and you find out at the end it's not his dog. Like, God, he's a saint. But people were struggling to breathe in the theater when she came in, and he's fucking the cement's cracked.
And she's just laughing.
He's beating the fuck out of her.
I love that, Adrian. You kind of blew past it, but when she goes, "Why'd you move the door?" and he says, "I didn't move the door."
Well, no, he says, "Didn't 4 changed it for security purposes?"
Yeah.
4 changed the location of the door.
Oh, I thought he said he didn't change the door.
No, 4 did.
Oh.
It would make sense though, because
never mind. I don't like this movie.
Yeah,
like it would make
6 out of 10. Restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah, it makes sense though, because she was drunk.
There are a lot of people pissed off about Supergirl and how she was.
That's a comic run,
and
that's what she's like.
I'm like, you guys have not read a comic book.
No. Even in the animated show, they couldn't have her be drunk, but she was like that.
Does she eventually become the one we got in the TV show? Yeah, she eventually becomes that, but not.
She's not
in the beginning, man. Yeah, she's we're gonna see a much more exciting side of Supergirl in the movie that comes out.
And I love Millie Alcock, so I'm really excited for her take.
From what I was told, it's going to be like a space fantasy type movie. So,
and it's rumored Jason Momoa's Lobo is gonna be involved in that movie.
I love that he explains, so it does give you kind of an idea what we're going to expect in the movie when he's like, yeah, she likes to go to planets with a red sun so she can get drunk.
Yeah, get crunk. Guys, Superman for me was enjoyable enough that I want to see Supergirl. And that's weird for me.
Well, that's a lot for Adrian, yeah.
A lot of people don't know. Sexist. A lot of people don't know.
Yes.
Supergirl in a lot of iterations is considered to be actually stronger than Superman.
Yeah,
because
Steve,
she can absorb the sun's power better than he can.
Steve, that's not true. I like parts of girls.
Yeah, that's why I said partially.
Their brains.
You're partially sexist.
Mainly what the cat girl has in the Daily Planet.
I think what this
brains.
I think what this movie did most.
Brains.
I think what this movie did mostly for me is, no pun intended, gave me hope for the future of the DC, whatever they call it now.
Stupid.
DC universe, the movies, you know. I am excited to see what they do. I'll go watch Supergirl. Fuck it, you know.
Fuck it.
But yeah, I just think this movie's message in general, like I said, I love Man of Steel. I like the more darker, you know, iteration of the character and stuff. But this movie just felt like what Superman's supposed to be.
Yes.
And
all the best parts.
That so long that Man of Steel is now over.
Wow.
Yeah, I just think for me, it's just such a hopeful, like cheerful movie. Like the whole runtime, like it's just constant, and it's just showcases the character in a much better light than the Snyderverse did.
Yeah.
I think this will be this generation's like original Superman. This will be like the new generation's. You know what I mean? Like I think it will be.
And even then, it's like he's supposed to be this kind of character that kids love and look up to. Like he's your dude. Like a perfect example, dude. He's like the fucking John Cena, bro. Like like all these kids love him and look up to him, and that's one hero.
In that one part in the park, they all run up to him, and he's like patting their head. Hey.
Yeah. And I think that's what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the little things.
We'll get our Batman. We'll get our darker characters. But let Superman be Superman.
Let Superman be, and it's like those little moments of humanity where, like, every time he saves somebody in this movie, he gives them like a little smile, and that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? That every time, it's the humanity in him. I love it.
Even when he's beat to shit,
when he's struggling mentally and he's fucking depressed, and his girlfriend might have broke up with him, and he's getting beat to shit, he still gives everyone else like a smile.
Here's the thing: this is DC we're talking about. There are dark stories. We're gonna get plenty of them. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. We got Clayface coming.
Yeah, James Gunn is the kind of guy that likes to stick to the source pretty closely. We're going to get some darker stories, all right? But you don't get a lot of that with Superman. You do with when Doomsday comes along, we're going to get some dark spots with Superman.
People forget James Gunn, before he was the Marvel guy, he was a dark gothic horror.
He was.
Yeah.
So he can tap into that stuff.
Didn't he do Brightburn or whatever that movie was? Which is
basically evil,
which is basically dark.
Yeah, Slither was fucking weird.
And then he also did Scooby Doo.
Hell
yeah! You want to see some Scooby Doo in the second Superman?
Oh yeah,
maybe.
No, but the thing about the movie is we talked about this off stream, but it's just a movie where I recognize the flaws. I agree with some of them, but it just didn't matter. I just enjoyed it. It was just a fun movie. I smiled ear to ear. I was hopeful. I got emotional at moments, and it's just like, man, it's what we need more of in this genre. Like, it's back to basics. Superman is a very entry level superhero. Lets everybody in. That's why I hate the fucking Snyder bots and the people that are so against the Snyder movies that they can't recognize one good thing about them. Like, bro, Superman's for everyone, bro. Like, let them into your heart. Superman's for you and me.
So many Snyderverse fans that are like shitting on this movie that haven't even seen it. They're like trying to start, oh, this movie sucks. I'm like, you don't even know.
Yeah.
No, nobody's gonna go watch this movie more than once. I know multiple people have already seen it, like at least at least twice.
I saw the trailers. I saw all I need to see.
What I wanted to say about this movie, and I said something similar to Thunderbolts, because Thunderbolts felt like kind of like a return to form with Marvel.
Yeah.
I think that this feels like the start of something. Like, it actually feels like we're gonna get somewhere, and we're gonna actually have something to enjoy, and
hopefully they're not gonna rush it.
It's been a long fucking time coming, because I'm telling you, as a DC fan, this is it's been unbearable the last like 15 years.
This is the
Aside
most
from-
excited.
Aside from the
DC
Batman
fans.
movies from Christopher Nolan, like we haven't really gotten anything worthwhile. The
And-
Wonder Woman movie was amazing.
Mike, the
Um,
Batman movies.
The
from
Batman, well,
Batman.
yeah, the Batman was amazing.
Penguin
I
was
have
good.
never watched the
Great.
Aquaman movie, but I heard the Aquaman movie's great.
It was
No,
fun.
it's not.
I want to
I
say
like
great. Great's a little. I
But
don't know. My
if you look
scale,
at-
great's
If you look at the rest of the Snyderverse, like you take those 3 movies out of the equation, it's complete fucking trash.
I just like that they're not starting this from the beginning. It's
Me
an
too.
established universe.
Yep.
Yes.
yeah, me too.
Well, James Gunn
Throw
said
us
he's
in there.
tired. He's tired of
Yeah.
seeing certain stories, like certain origin stories. Like he doesn't want to see Martha and Bruce, or not. He doesn't want to see Martha and Thomas
Martha and
Wayne
Bruce.
die again.
Why'd you say that
Um,
name?
He doesn't. I think he said he doesn't want. He doesn't want Pa Kent to die again, and for Superman to be whatever. Like, and I'm
Just
pretty sure he
randomly-
mentioned. I'm pretty sure he mentioned. Ben Parker dying too. Like nobody
Yeah.
needs to see that shit anymore.
Yeah.
We've seen it a
Yeah.
million times. Stop.
Just stop.
Who just randomly calls out their mom's name like when they think of her instead of fucking saying like my mom?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fucking
Well, yeah.
stupid, man.
We
Pissed
definitely
me
talked
off.
about
This sounds-
that.
Yeah, this sounds like a familiar conversation.
Well, Steve,
My
thanks for that
mom-
little teaser. If anyone wants to hear me, Corey, and Mike talk about that travesty, you can do that on our episode.
It is a
afterwards.
travesty. The fact that like people like I don't know, dude. I don't like
I-
Batman vs Superman like at all. I think it fucking sucks.
Well, it's about to play behind you, so
I know. I don't like it. I see it
It-
after. It's like my impending doom. I'm like, ah.
a little synopsis. I think it did certain things well, but overall,
Yeah,
as a movie,
exactly.
it sucked.
Steve, the
That's
first couple scenes in Batman versus Superman is good, so you're okay.
Listen.
That's true.
Ben Affleck got shafted once again. I thought his
Yep,
he did.
listen. I think his Bruce Wayne is among one of the best, and I think his Batman's among one of the best. He's just
Yep.
given terrible movies. You
Did
can't be
you-
you can't be the best if you're in awful movies. It's like you
his-
can't be the best if you ain't winning. You
his
know?
warehouse
That's why
fighting
MJ's
scene
the
is
goat.
his
I knew you were
warehouse,
going there.
his warehouse fighting scene's my favorite Batman fighting scene in any movie. Oh, okay.
Did you?
Ah,
I took him out because he said
that's-
MJ's the goat.
Listen, that's fair. I'm gonna be honest. I think the way the Batman like action scenes were shot, I just absolutely loved. We didn't get to
Yeah.
see him like whooping ass as much. Obviously, he's like that warehouse scene.
Well,
but
he was
that,
also
like,
still kind of new.
yeah, it's true. But I'm saying like even just the scene where it's dark and you just see the gunshots.
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
I
the
think
muzzle
that was
flash.
fucking brilliant, dude.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh,
even
in
the-
the Batman. hell
Yeah, and even in
Yeah,
the
dude.
beginning when he's just beating the fuck out of people by the train station.
that was my
Did
most
you-
anticipated scene in the whole movie when they showed that in the trailer.
Or the Batman. The
muzzle
Batman.
flashing
I
scene.
might have to
Oh, I
rewatch
know.
that shit.
I know. It gives me shivers, bro. I gotta go
Listen,
rewatch
Did
it.
you?
This movie
you-
was good. Listen, Superman was good. It wasn't the Batman, baby.
I agree. Well, I mean, we probably all agree.
Did
Yeah.
you guys see that James Gunn was asked if he saw Ben Affleck's script for his Batman movie?
What is
And
that?
James Gunn said,
Me-
"Yeah, it's amazing. We need to get him to make that movie."
Damn.
It
We
would be
need the
cool to
Affleck
have like
Batman.
a bunch of different Batmans because there are like animated. There, my kid actually used to watch. He had this DVD of 5 different stories of Batman told from 5 different viewpoints and 5 different artists. It was a cool DVD. We
Ugh,
watched it all the time. They
that's
could just
cool.
have 5 different Batmans. I'm cool with it.
I really want to see this fleshed out as much as I don't. Okay, so I don't really care about Batman in the Justice League as much as most people. He always just feels out of
Out of place a little
out
bit.
of place. I
He's
would
just
really-
he's just the money.
I would really like to see the family, the Bat family. I would like
Yeah.
to see
Gotham Knights
Nightwing,
movie or something.
Robin. I would Red Hood even,
Do
we can
a
get
Gotham
him.
Knights movie.
and then
Yeah.
get the Teen
We know how good the
Titans.
game went.
I would, yeah,
And the
yeah.
show.
I would.
Yeah.
I just would like more of that than the Justice League. Well, obviously, we're gonna get the Justice League because that just makes sense.
Hey, Steve, you got Teen Titans. Remember, it was like a fuck Batman.
I just
We already got that. What are you talking about?
I didn't hate that little show, but it was not
don't
gonna last.
you?
It wasn't that bad.
I know. You know. I
Don't
didn't watch it.
Forget about me.
You know, I never watched it. I can't even have a real
It was
opinion.
just called Titans, I think.
no, it's
I did.
butt.
But,
My friend
but
said he really liked Nightwing's.
here's what I'm trying to say, guys.
actor.
This Superman, not as good as the Batman. It's my favorite Superman movie now.
Not really comparing it to that, though.
Same.
How are we feeling about favorite Superman movie?
Harry, hold on.
This is my favorite, but I haven't watched them all. So,
first off, comparing the Batman and this Superman movie, or just comparing any Batman film to a Superman movie, is like apples to oranges. It doesn't make sense.
What about Batman v Superman?
That's why we're not comparing it.
That movie doesn't exist.
I already told you my opinion. I would give this movie an 8 out of 10. I think
definitely
it's really fun. It's really enjoyable. It's more of how Superman should be. There's issues, definitely.
There's going to be.
Like you said earlier, I don't care because I had a good time. It made me laugh. It made me smile. It made me feel hopeful, and it made me want to see more of what James Gunn is going to do for the DC universe. So,
bro, even some of the humor that otherwise I probably wouldn't like, I was fine with because I was just enjoying it. Other than Selfie Girl, I didn't like her. But
there was a few.
You weren't supposed to like her.
Yeah,
there he goes again, defending it. Fucking Glazer.
A couple eye rolls throughout the movie for sure. A couple, like you said, he went a little. You never go full gun. No, sometimes it's okay to go full gun, but sometimes at moment, I wish they would have let a few scenes breathe a little bit more.
Well, that's why what I said earlier. I don't want James Gunn to direct the sequel.
Yeah,
if he's going to direct movies in this universe, I want it to be the more obscure characters that he's going to make people love. Let someone else take this. Take Superman, and obviously I want the same kind of message and vibe to it. But
give Superman to Taika Waititi. Please don't do that.
Oh God. I don't think James Gunn needs to do the sequel.
I think Tonka Takoka.
Corey, don't you say anything.
Ryan Johnson could take it.
No.
I think
two of the best episodes of Breaking Bad he directed.
That's right.
I think,
and Iron Giant.
Ozymandias, baby. He did Ozymandias. Did you know that, Steve? Fucking Ryan Johnson did Ozymandias. I don't even know if you're a Breaking Bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Well, the best episode of television history, 10 out of 10. Ryan Johnson directed that shit.
Because everything he directs is gold.
Which I don't love, but he directed it. It's a good job, dude. He also did Fly.
I think with
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I think Waititi could probably pull off a really good Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
I don't see. I don't want to see him doing anything that is supposed to inspire hope.
If he's given restraints on his comedy, I've seen Waititi make some
Ragnarok's
movies.
Amazing.
Put a shot collar on him.
Put a shot collar on him. And Taika Waititi could make a decent.
He might like that.
Then again, dude, see, you guys are fucking.
That's how Jordan's
Blazers.
That's how Jordan's best friend.
Yeah, Ragnarok's just great.
Speaking of Hal Jordan, how do you feel about this older version of Hal Jordan in this Lantern show?
Yeah, how do you feel about these old?
I'm hoping
it pairs well with Nathan Fillion
because he looks older.
I like Kyle Chandler though, so I'm going to give it a shot.
This is what I'm hoping. I'm actually hoping that they do what they should have done originally when Ryan Reynolds was playing Hal Jordan. I'm hoping we get the version of Hal that ends up becoming Parallax. Because that would make sense in this show.
He's the main villain in that first movie.
Yeah, he was the Cloud. He's not a cloud in the fucking, but he was the Cloud.
He's the Cloud.
Cloud. Are we talking about Galactus?
When they were doing Cloud villains.
Did you guys watch that? Did you guys watch that already?
Don't you talk about the fucking Cloud Galactus?
That
was what Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I know. I was asking if you guys like rewatched them. I thought you guys were doing
soon, very soon.
Yeah, no, I have not rewatched that one yet.
I'll join you guys if you want. I'll rewatch that trash.
Well, yeah, you have to watch all three.
I like the first one. So
no, I like the first one too. I think the first one's fine. I think most of the casting was good, other than Jessica Alba.
I like even a lot of the second one, but there are trash parts of it for sure.
I haven't watched the second one since I was a child, so I'm sure it's.
It sure wasn't fantastic. Say that again.
Flame on!
That fucking dumbass scene.
I'd give it a 4.
The one with Michael B. Jordan. Say that again.
Oh, Jesus.
I fucking love it, dude. Say that again.
That is up there with the fucking Palpatine has returned.
Yeah.
Some of the best, and by that I mean some of the best quotes in movie history.
Before
they fly now. They fly now. Fucking Star Wars one. Disney.
Yeah. Oh, I love it so much.
They fly now. Oh, look, this magical dagger has a perfect map right to the Death Star that shouldn't be right here.
That's fucking awesome. Let's
swarm. What is this? A Sith dyad. What's that? We don't fucking know. We just made it. Let's put it in the machine.
Yes. Mary Poppins, y'all. Fucking
love it.
Yeah, those are good movies.
I would
Those are
rather
good
probably
movies.
watch the
Um,
Fantastic Four reboot than watch Last Jedi again.
I don't even know. I've never seen the Fantastic Four reboot.
Corey's like, can I
Here's-
watch
But I
both?
agree.
Okay,
Here's the
yeah.
here's the reason. Last Jedi just pisses me off to the extreme. At least Fantastic
Oh.
Four, I'm probably just gonna laugh
So-
at because how
Yeah.
bad
So
it is.
your last Jedi is your Batman and Robin because it pisses me off so bad when I watch Batman and Robin.
Yeah. it
Well, I mean,
just
The
pisses-
Last Jedi
well,
pisses us
to
off.
be
I
to be
support
fair,
it.
Mike, I have never rewatched Last Jedi. I watched it in theaters and I've never. That's
I've seen
why.
it twice. I've seen it twice.
I was falling asleep in
Um,
the theaters when
I will
watched it.
admit, because I was watching it
I've seen
with
it twice this
somebody
year.
else.
This is my face. It's like, ugh.
Okay, kill him.
I will admit because I
That's
was watching it
Corey.
with somebody else. I did, and knowing I
I'm gonna
already
watch it
disliked
tomorrow
a lot
just
of
to
it,
spite you.
I think I
Damn it.
enjoyed it a little
Sorry,
bit more.
sorry, folks, we're falling off the rails here a little bit.
We-
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, I've watched it twice. The second time I watched it with somebody that I actually enjoy spending time with.
Oh, The Last Jedi,
And-
yeah.
And with my knowledge of already hating lots of it, the second watch was less painful, so I actually enjoyed some parts. It's still very problematic. Still can't stand the movie, but
Problematic's not the right word. Dog shit is the right word.
All right, what's everyone's
Wrong.
overall? I want to hear everyone's overall. on
'kay.
the-
Oh yeah, sorry. What are we talking about?
I would like to first point out for
Last
those
Jedi,
who-
I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
Hey, I'll give it a 3.5.
8.
for those
Cheeseburger.
No, Corey,
yeah,
Corey, it is the
One.
8th movie in Star Wars, but what would you give it?
Oh, right.
It's
9.
no,
no,
that's Rise of Skywalker.
that's Rise of Skywalker.
9.5.
They fly now.
I did want to point out for those who are going to be listening to this and did not see the live stream, all of our names I love. Adrian's got Crypto Keeper, which is pretty
Crypto
funny.
Keeper.
Corey's
Crypto
What the
Keeper.
Hey, which a lot of people had problems with that for some weird reason.
I loved it.
He's Superman. He's not going to be like, what the hell?
He's the perfect amount of G golly. I love
David
it.
Cornsweat pulls off the perfect like aw shucks demeanor.
Yeah, he
And
does.
as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, I don't know if anybody else could have pulled off the what the hey line.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
bud?
I'm sorry. I
just-
shouldn't have said anything. I can be a real jerk sometimes.
No, he
I-
says what
I
the
just
hey
wish he
dude. And people
wasn't-
are upset that he said dude.
I just wish he wasn't goofy fucking looking when they do these close-up shots of him, man. Even when he's
Yeah.
laying down at the beginning, he's like,
Well,
"Ugh,"
Well,
looking
now
all
you're
wa-
just making fun of David Cornsweat's
I-
face.
I know. It's just Henry Cavill's fucking perfect looking.
Yeah, Henry Cavill is perfect.
It's his fault.
true.
It's his fault.
That's
Steve's-
true.
Steve's a Snyder bot, naturally.
Damn you, Henry
So-
Cavill
No,
saves.
I actually, dude, I remember watching. So me and my friend, like, I kept making like the most jokes about when the Snyder cut came out, and I just kept hyping it up. I'm like, it's gonna be the greatest movie ever, dude. And we had them stupid things on our fridge where you can make words and stuff with all the letters. And I like cut the one off, so I just had the S, and I like made Snyderverse and shit, and Snyder cut, and like. I was just hyping it up, knowing damn well it was still going to be average as fuck. Now, I don't like the Snyderverse at all outside of fucking Man of Steel. So
Calling
It's-
Zack
Yeah,
Snyder's
well,
Justice League mid to like Snyder fans is like a sin. Like they will
Yeah.
castrate you for
It's
saying
like-
if you don't say that movie's a masterpiece.
it's like I just
they're
told
like,
It's like I just told a 7-year-old fucking man that God, I don't believe in God. That's
Like-
what that is.
Man,
that's just-
Man of Steel.
that's just sensible.
Man of Steel is a good movie. Wonder Woman is, I think, a better movie than Man of Steel.
I disagree.
It's good.
You could disagree, but you're wrong. Anyway,
No.
I'd say
because
it's-
at least
put some dirt in your eye.
Wonder Woman was
At
more.
least once a stream.
Gal Gadot sucks. Ass.
yes, but
You-
her Wonder Woman's great.
But she
Wonder
sure
Woman.
is
would say
pretty.
great. I would say fine.
And I don't know about the Aquaman. I never saw it, so I can't
I
comment
like
on that.
Aquaman.
Steve.
But
Solid.
Steve, but the Wonder Woman theme is great, right? Her
oh,
song
the
is
Wonder Woman
awesome.
theme's
Oh, God,
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, her song
Um,
kicks ass.
The
Yeah,
only
she's
one,
great.
the
We just,
only
like-
one that's better is the quick sound that plays every time the Winter Soldier's on screen.
Can we
Uh,
bring?
Steve-
That gets
Steve,
me hard.
Steve, 8 out of 10. Superman's an 8 out of 10 for me as well. But
Okay,
I think
so
that
we're
I
right
think-
on board. We're right
think
on
my-
board.
Yeah, our scaling's a little bit different, so I don't know
It
if
is.
it means more to you or me. I probably
more to
enjoyed it.
you.
Yeah, I probably enjoyed it maybe more than you did. So my 8 is like a different scale than your. My 8's maybe like your 8.5 or vice versa.
I kind of so like when I get up to like 8 and above, I kind of break it into half points.
Yeah.
Like for me, like a 9, it's kind of hard to like.
Far From Home. Is it a 9?
Far From Home, it's close.
He says close.
It's around there. So like,
Yeah.
and I scale like superhero movies differently than other movies. It's the same thing with horror
You
movies.
have
Do I think fucking Friday the 13th Part 6 is a fucking an 8 out of 10 on
Hell no.
on a movie scale?
It's a 9.
No, but for like my horror movies, it is like that's just
Yeah.
how, you know.
Fuck yeah.
But, like,
Fuck yeah. It's
trying
like
to think.
It's like a 3 out of 10 on.
I'd
in
say
the
like a
movie scale.
9.5 for me is like.
So good.
I'm trying to think, like all timer, like for me, like a 9.5
9's an
would be
all-timer?
like all timer. Because
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's fair. I would
and,
give the
like,
Batman, like in recent years, I would give the Batman a 9.5. For me, I would give Everything Everywhere All at Once a 9.5. I would have to really think, but those two instantly.
Batman for me is like a 9.75. It's
Banshees-
almost for me. It's almost masterpiece.
Okay, Banshees of Inisherin, I'd either give a 9 or a 9.5. Very good.
I would say like for me,
This-
8 is good. 8.5 is like great, and then 9
Okay.
I would say is like amazing.
Okay, so you
So I
start
kinda
getting more
break it.
selective once you get above 8.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So for
That's
this,
fair.
for me, this is good. This is good.
So like on a
not
Sean
great. It's good.
on a Sean Chandler grading, like what would you give this? I'd give it probably like a B plus. What would you say? on
Yeah,
his
yeah,
scale?
probably a
Like
B plus. Or
Okay.
A minus at
A
best.
minus.
Yeah.
Okay. A minus. I'm at B plus.
I'm like a B plus, A minus. It's somewhere in there. I
Mike,
couldn't
what-
be mad with either.
Mike, what would you do on a letter scale?
For me, so I think David Cornsweet's the best Superman we've ever seen in film.
Hell yeah. Agreed.
But second
Same,
best
I
Lex
just wish he
Luthor
didn't
I've
look
ever
goofy.
seen.
First.
Yeah.
I mean, that's debatable.
Basically, there's two schools of
Yeah.
thought. Dwight Schrute.
Here, I will say it's very close. I'm not even going to say that they're far apart. They are very
Mhm.
close for me.
Yeah.
But I would give it an A. To me, this
Hell
is
yeah.
a 9 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
If we're doing superhero movies, now if
Yeah,
I'm
right.
making it off of like a movie, like a 7, like because
Boys,
it's not like it's not like a fucking Oscar-winning movie or anything.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
right.
But superhero movies, this is a fucking 9.
Boys, I wish we still had the fucking MCU tier list. We could see where we'd put the Superman within our MCU
There
ranking.
is only like here's the thing. There is superhero movies that you can rate on a like overall
Yes.
movie scale that like
Like
they're
The Dark
actually
Knight.
great movies. Like The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's
Yeah.
just a great fucking movie.
It is.
The first Joker movie.
It's a
Yeah.
neo-noir detective movie with
Like
Batman.
for this movie, let's be
Crime
honest,
thriller.
it's not a great movie, but it's a very good Superman movie.
Hell yeah.
It's a very good
There-
superhero movie.
Me
Yeah.
personally, I have to separate like masterpieces from popcorn movies
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
because I'm never going to put a popcorn movie in my top 10. Never. They're enjoyable and I love them.
Yeah.
Never going to be in my top 10.
Not even
wouldn't-
Infinity War. Fuck you.
That's not a popcorn movie to me. That's a masterpiece.
No,
Well,
that's
see, that's for me.
For
I mean,
Corey-
in a way, it's
Me, Superman isn't a masterpiece. Okay, this is gonna get muddled because I think it's a masterpiece in the genre of superhero films, but in
Yes.
in the grand scheme of film and movies in history, do I think this one stands above in the last 10 years? No, I don't.
right.
no.
You mean like
But-
popcorn flick, like a Top Gun Maverick? You'd never have like in your top 10, even
Yeah,
though it was
because-
like a
because
Mission
it's
Impossible,
fun and exciting
John
and
Wick.
adrenaline filled. But
Yeah.
those movies are never going to be in my top 10 favorites of all time.
fair.
It's just
I
not.
agree with that.
No,
John
I
Wick?
actually
I said John
Yeah.
Wick.
The
That's
first
the-
John Wick is definitely in my top 10.
how Corey
I'd go
described all that-
Matrix over John Wick if we're going
How
Keanu
cool-
Reeves.
I like
too.
John Wick more.
Matrix just
Ooh.
it's just different, man.
It's just built
Built-
different.
If you love Metal Gear Solid 2, I think you should love The Matrix, man.
I do love The Matrix, but not more than John Wick.
John Wick's fine.
That would be a fun tournament there because John Wick is
Yeah.
insanely popular. Would you say
the
Mike?
way Corey described how he ranks movies is pretty much the same way I am. Like Oppenheimer to me is a top fucking 3 movie of all time for me.
Yeah.
This
You
this
love
movie,
Oppenheimer.
Superman. Yeah, this Superman's nowhere close to that. It's nowhere.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
close.
yeah.
But in the
That's like saying
superhero
Lex
genre,
Luthor's Galileo.
yeah. in the superhero genre, I agree with Corey. This is a masterpiece of a comic book movie,
Okay.
I wouldn't say masterpiece, but
Yeah, even superhero,
believe-
I wouldn't quite go there.
I
but
would
that's-
say it's just a very good showing of the character of Superman. But
it made me care about this character. Like it's
Let's all just say it's a great fucking start.
what? Yeah,
is a
it
great
is. That's
start.
why
See where it
I
goes.
said this gives me hope, dude, because I really liked what they did.
I'm really excited.
boy, I would say
Bingo.
Like I was saying, like 7.5 when I
love
first
that
got out
movie.
of the theaters. I was like, it was solid, but it had issues. And then I realized, dude, I just had a lot of fun.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I can't say it's not at least an 8
Steve,
for me.
Steve, I'm glad more than anything. I'm glad you and me had this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? These thoughts, because like we're the petty bitches. We could have come in here and nicked this to death and been like, this is like a 5 out of 10. a
Dude,
6
I
out
kept
of 10.
looking. I
I
kept
was
looking
gonna
over at my
like this.
friend. I kept looking over at my friend, dude, and just like I was just excited about the dumb little shit.
Hell
that was going
yeah.
on. Some of the
Hell
dumb shit Mr. Terrific was saying, and like just the dumb little
It was
things.
working.
I was so funny. Yeah, it would just work for me.
Yeah.
And it's not going to work for the Snyder bots, and that's fine. Let's be honest. I would say 80% of the people that Man of Steel is their favorite Superman, they're probably not true Superman fans. They just like that fucking movie.
They
And
love
that's
Zack
fine.
Snyder and they
That's
love
fine.
that take. Yep.
Because I liked it too. But
Or a
and
lot
I'm-
of them, or a lot of them, that was their first take of Superman.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Henry Cavill's their
I-
Superman, and he's a beast.
I'm probably
he
the
is.
most critical person when it comes to like any DC property. I think out of the three of us, I think I tore apart the Flash more.
Wow, dude,
than
just-
you two.
Yeah.
It's so for me. I don't know. I think they hit the mark perfectly with this film as far as Superman's concerned. What I love the most is because, like what you said, Adrian, what makes Superman a boring character is that he is almost unstoppable, and they showed a lot more of his humanity in this movie, and they showed that he's not unbeatable.
Right. Absolutely.
So
right from the
it-
get go, they showed he's
it
not
helps.
beatable. I mean,
It helps
not
this movie immensely. It helps you actually like the character of Superman because he's not just this fucking perfect being that's overpowered. Like
It's more relatable.
it is 100% more relatable. And
Yeah, there's like
there
a
is-
vulnerability to him.
There are Superman comic strips that are like this, and this makes him a more likable character.
Yep, I love Cody Leach. I love Sean Chandler. I think they're both fucking wrong putting Man of Steel over this, but I still
100%.
like Man of Steel.
I think they just like the more darker,
The dark,
version.
grittier take.
I do think a lot of like the flying and like some of the action sequences in Man of Steel I kind of enjoyed more.
Yeah. The Zod fight is incredible.
But then and the score, I love the score.
It's
Man of
just
Steel.
Snyder. It's him. It's not the fighting or that's just there's
No,
something
it's,
about
it's
his
more so
movies
just the
that-
character for me.
Yeah.
It's more so just I don't think his
Yeah,
version
yeah.
of the character is the right version.
Yeah, like
Can-
his imagining of the character, and I can't get behind Snyder's vision.
From what little tease we got with the Snyder cut of Justice League, those little end scenes that he did,
Uh-huh.
I would have liked to see some of those come to fruition. But at the end of the day, I think Warner Brothers did the smart decision by just cutting all ties with the Snyderverse and starting over, because no matter what, I believe that no matter how good a film could have been coming out in the Snyderverse after all the shit that had happened,
hmm
it wasn't going to get the love it would deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fair. All right, gentlemen. I think we've had a very good stream here. I think we shared a lot of thoughts.
Superman was a hit.
Superman was
Yeah.
a hit, dude. Go
You
see the
disagree.
movie.
I just think you don't like Superman, and that's fine. He's not a
Yep.
character for everyone. I don't love him, but
Right.
they did him
This-
justice with this movie. They
this
did
version-
they did the character right.
Like I said, this version made me care about Superman. Made me even maybe want to go see the Supergirl movie. That's a whole lot to say for
I mean,
me. So
you're
I'm
gonna
excited to
see
see
it
what
anyway.
DC. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna see it for the podcast. But yeah, Steve, my friend, thank you for being here with us.
Sir.
Like we're doing the Fantastic Four rewatch soon. If you want to join us for that, we're doing the Fantastic Four movie when it comes out in a few weeks.
Yep, I'll
wanna join
be
us for
watching
that?
that Saturday, that weekend
Yeah.
it comes out. So
Other than that, thank you everybody who commented, stopped by for the stream. We're going to do a more traditional podcast ending now, but you can stick around if you want, or thank you very much for being here. That is going to do it for us on this Superman spoiler-filled review here at Culture Shock /Baker Reviews. If if you want to see some more of my personal stuff, my ancient YouTube channel, other than live streams, I do have my video recorded. I got to get to editing. I talked to Corey and Mike behind the scenes about some recording issues I'm having here, but I got to get back on that. We'll be doing a lot more live streams we have one coming Sunday, which I'll wait for the thumbnail, but it's a good one. We're going to be doing the Fantastic Four. I'm not sure if we'll do another live stream type thing, but we might. So we have a lot coming down the pipeline there. You can check all that out on my channel here at youtube.com/BakerReviews.
Baker Reviews.
Thank you, as always, Mike. Take that hat off. Other than that, Corey has been making
Stupid dog in a cape.
Stupid dog in a cape. What? Where's the dog? But other than that, Corey has been making sure our YouTube is a little bit more active. So you can check our YouTube out as well. YouTube.com/Culture Shock Podcast.
He's been putting new actual thumbnails to our videos.
Yes.
Is cool. They're pretty nice. I like them.
Putting in the work.
And then and other than that, Mike, if you have the list up, where else can people go to support us in a more monetary sense, help keep the lights on here?
You mean over at patreon.com/Culture Shock Podcast?
Yeah, and hey, if you're a patron like Steve, maybe you can be on an episode.
That's right. Steve, our newest patron, is included. Wait, why aren't you in our Discord lobby? Should he be in the Discord lobby?
He doesn't care. Mike, he gives us $1 a month. That's all he cares about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't care. I literally
can get an invite.
I'm literally in a group chat with you guys.
Never mind. Never mind. He's at the $1 tier. Only the $5 tier gets into the Discord.
Yeah, Steve's got squatter rights. We do live streams together.
He's got squatter rights.
He's grandfathered in.
For just $1 a month, you can come over to patreon.com/Culture Shock Podcast. Help us keep the lights on, bring you weekly content, which we have, I think, consistently got back to, thankfully. I will forever always recommend the $5 tier. Vote on an episode. You get to decide what we talk about once a month. You get access to our members only Discord, or if you're Steve, I guess, because you've got squatter rights, he might join too.
Guys, I remembered the fucking banner 2.5 hours into the stream. I remembered the banner.
Oh, nice. I was wondering what happened to the banner.
sorry, you can continue.
Much like the Hulk, you made the banner disappear.
Okay, nice. I was waiting to see where you'd go with that. Not bad. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
But with that being said about our lovely Patreon, we would like to thank our current patrons, and that is Cam Solly, Bobby Jean, Squiggums, Amby, Josie, and of course Steve here. Yeah. We love Steve. And
Squiggums.
It's Squiggums. That's Adrian's favorite.
I do love Squiggums.
It reminds me of that Stephen line, the squiggly guy, or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Superman, a weird baby, a squiggly.
And of course, last but not least, the Tamarian Hammer.
Oh, there you go. The Tamarian Hammer. I like it. Creamfield. Ladies.
Do
any ladies listen to this? Probably not.
Nope.
So other than our Patreon, where else on the socials can they find us, Corey?
Yeah, on Facebook, it's Culture Shock Podcast. On Instagram, it's Culture Shock 21. TikTok, it's CS Podcast 21. And Twitter, X, where I don't spend a whole lot of time anymore, it's also CS Podcast 21. Come on over there. Let us know if you saw this movie, what you think. Do you have it over Henry Cavill's Man of Steel Superman? Ooh. Like, I really want to know. Do you have it
over the OG Superman?
Yeah, even over Christopher Reeve. Some people do. I do personally, but I also didn't grow up watching the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah, I'm not 65.
Older.
Listen, guys, Corey, Mike, you know how much I love horses? I have this movie in my all-time ranking of everything I love. I have this movie above some things, but below horses, like Christopher Reeve. Because he was below a horse.
I thought you were going to say, I have it above some things, but below the horse that stomped on Christopher Reeves.
So. Same joke. There you go.
Adrian just said it in a more cryptic way.
He did. He did say it in a more crypto way.
Yours was more articulate. I'll give you credit.
Yeah.
Was that it? Corey, did you do your outros?
I was totally done.
I don't know if he was done or not.
I don't think he was. I think I interrupted him.
I think, yeah.
I was totally done.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for all of us here at Culture Shocked. As always, thanks for listening.
We're good at ending things.
Stupid dog, red cape.
And edit this out for the podcast. Bye to the stream as well. We will see you guys for Fantastic Four.